Hello, everybody, and welcome to Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden. We're questing chaos. Welcome. I'm James Aaron. Oh, I'm your DM for this evening. And today we have some wonderful players. We have Thomas, we have Landra, we have Matt, we have JP on the phone, and unfortunately, Tassi is not here with us today, but we're gonna get through it either way. So, before we hop into this afternoon's game, if you're here on the West Coast, we got some announcements. We got our good old friends, Nord Games. Yeah, they got all that supplementary material, and their Kickstarter just ended for their Dangerous Destinations. Cool book where it is basically a destination generator. You roll a dice, you smack them together. Boom, you've got a Onkeg cultist group of Levistus. Hua! Nord Games. So, and they are great friends of ours. If you go to nordgamesllc.com/3, you go to our affiliate
HTML.
.html, thank you, /3.html. That's our affiliate link. You buy some stuff there, you help them out, you help us out, and because they're such good friends, they're going to help you out with 20% savings when you use the coupon code chaotic20. Excellente. And the other friends we have are Birds of Paradise. Birds of Paradise, they give you those bird-themed dice. We don't have any on hand at the moment, but they are very, very pretty, made by our very own Andrea of the Birds within our very own community. So check that out, birdsofparadise.com. And if you use the coupon code chaotic, you're going to get yourself 15% off. Now, there are two ways. Those are two ways you can help the community as well as help us. But if you want to help us out directly, you can go to patreon.com/questingchaos. Help us out there. Become a patron. Get the cool rewards. We're running the Guild of the 5Es. Basically, we DM a game and you guys get to play in the world. It's a connected world. And the first session is done and the second session is beginning very soon yet.
The second session will be in February, DM'd by Spike. So if you want to play with Spike and you already haven't played in a game, you should reach out on the Guild Discord so we get the players.
Awesome. I believe that is it for announcements on my side. Is there announcements elsewhere?
No other announcements. Let's
get into the bits.
Some bits. There's no bits.
No bits.
We have one thing to announce though. That is Vanilloswin with 25 months subscription. Thank you. That's more than Amy.
Thanks, Ren.
Thank you.
Because if you're subscribed via Twitch Prime, you have to redo it every month.
Yes, gotta redo it. Don't forget that Twitch Prime.
I think you know what. There is something because I think that we've got some cards.
Oh, did we get cards?
Oh.
Maybe that's a whole other tab I need to open.
We should.
That's also the other thing.
Check. We might need them.
If you're on our Patreon, you can donate cards that are helpful to the players through there. So if you become a patron, you can help out your favorite shows. Make sure they don't drop for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th time.
So we do have one left over from last week, and that is a critical strike, which turns a regular hit into a critical hit. That is an overpowered card when you get to choose it.
Yeah.
If it's just random come out of the deck, it's amazing. But
when you have it on hand, you went for the jugular, kid. For the jugular.
Oh goodness. Chlorel, however, has just given 4 cards to this stream. So I'm going to randomly draw 4 cards because I think that's a lot more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we get to keep these all the way through February. So we'll have a few sessions at least to well, one more session.
You should hold them up so Chlorel can pick them, like 2 different decks, and then say left or right, and then
All right.
It's like no.
I'm just gonna draw 4. Oh wait. We wanted to stretch this out, right? We wanted to.
Not the announcements. We're not going to stretch out the announcements. Stretch out the
How about I draw 6 and we choose 4 of them?
Love it.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
Well, we've got the instructions.
My favorite.
Please, we'll need that. We will need those. Let's choose those.
Gonna put it in Elspeth's notebook.
These are cool cards. So this is 6 of them. We will choose 4. All right. So we have another critical strike. Always a crowd pleaser. Guiding light, which you ask for guidance from the gods, and for a brief moment you see a faint glow in the direction that you would like to, or of your stated goal.
Ooh.
Similar to the spell. Shot of adrenaline. Adrenaline surges through you, having damage from piercing, bludgeoning, slashing from non-magical attacks for 1 attack. Boosted adrenaline. Adrenaline surges through you, having damage from all of the above, including magical attacks. I keep forgetting that. So if we're going to keep one of those, obviously the boosted adrenaline is better.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dangerous oil. When applied to a normal weapon, that weapon becomes a +1 magical weapon until the end of combat.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a tasty one.
Yes. And then regeneration. When consumed in combat, this potion heals 1d4 +1 HP. At the beginning of your turn, you heal an additional 1d4 +1 HP.
Yeah,
This effect.
that one goes straight to Elspeth.
Absolutely. All of these are going to Elspeth. Let's be
No.
real.
You need to.
Which 4 do you want?
I was to say no. We give the +1 weapon one to Donovan because he actually uses a sword sometimes.
good
I
point.
have a mace and magic.
And Azar, she can do whatever she wants with what she's got already. So like
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that we are going to take boosted adrenaline, dangerous oil, critical strike, and regeneration.
Love it.
Yes, yes, those are excellent.
Cool.
Thank you so much
Chlorel.
Yes, thank you.
Chlorel.
Thank you for all the cards.
Thank you very much, Chlorel. Wow.
And while all of that was happening, we got Of Three Kingdoms with 500 bits for the players because soon she'll be freezing mine. Don't you know what that means? I imagine
in their own
it's going to
campaign?
be very cold where they are.
Yeah.
Freezing mine. Yeah.
Love it. Thank you for Of Three Kingdoms, for Three Kingdoms.
Of Three Kingdoms.
Thank you, Of Three Kingdoms.
Thank you very much.
And a reminder, if you are a patron member, please make sure to join your Discord and then come over into the Discord and join the Guild of the 5Es because we're playing games and it's fun.
Excellent.
Now, Tamago Tora with $500 to the cursed items. I think that's to the GM.
I'll take it.
Unless
thank you.
Specified. Whew, it was only minus 14 degrees where Of Three Kingdoms was.
Yikes.
Only minus one.
No. Oh, I remember those days. And coming to California, and it's
You're not
freezing.
from California?
Huh? You're
not from California?
Oh no.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Where are you from?
I've moved around a lot, but I was born in Colorado, lived in Utah, on the East Coast for a bit too.
Wow.
Part of me always says that you should just start making stuff up when you're that. Be like, yeah, I came from Alabama.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Came from Alabama. 12 years there. Then it came to California.
Every time I talk to you outside of this, you're like, whoa, dude, hey man, how you doing? So I just screaming you're from California. Hey man, yeah.
Hey dude, yeah.
Can I get your ear,
like,
man?
did you take La Cienega to Encina and take
Get on
the
the
405 and get the hell out of here? So I believe that is it for bits. Announcements. Do we have any carrying over from last time? I believe 4.
Yeah, there will be 4 left over from last time as well.
I have yet to be so mean in which you all need to use a bunch of inspiration. So
I mean, we probably should have used more than we did last week.
Yeah, we probably
but,
should
you
have.
know,
You
why
know,
would we
lived.
thought we
We
were going to
lived.
get
It's fine.
attacked by harpies on the way back? Who would have seen that coming?
I mean, 2020's in hindsight.
We did all know that they were there before going into the cave.
That is true.
Yeah, but we all saved on that one, so we figured it was fine.
James has consistency. But yeah, speaking of the new year, Gong Hei Fat Choi, and let's get into this afternoon's game of Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Pew pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
La 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 la. Hello,
La la.
everybody.
La la.
La la. Welcome back. Last time, our party was fighting a sea hag in some caves by Loch Denishir on the southeastern side. They dispatched with the hag, but right before doing so, a giant frost skeleton came out from deeper within the caves and began to give chase. Anticipating a much more, daring do chase, it became very Benny Hill, where they were all coming in from different parts of the cave and recolliding with one another because Alondra, Elspeth, used their turn undead and caused the frost giant skeleton to run back in different ways away, and they kept meeting up within the figure eight serpentine caves. But eventually they made it out with nary a scratch, except for Elspeth took a pretty heavy hit. They made their way back to their boat and felt pretty good until the singing of harpies came down once more, seeing that the meal that they saw going into the caves is a little more tenderized. Elspeth, at this point, did go down, but not after some quick thinking from Donovan trying to catch her and Renner using his last conjure animal charm granted to them by the Chingwa that they met a while back near Goodmead. They eventually made their way and returned back to East Haven, at which point Elspeth got some rest, and Donovan finally had his curse removed after a very interesting and unorthodox curse removal done by an awakened in the Church of Lathander. With that being taken care of, they all headed to the White Lady Inn, at which point they decide to get some rest after, for one person, a very long few days without having any, and one who just keeps dropping in to the doors of death. And within Elspeth's sleep, they had a dream in which a large cloaked figure holding some scales, 7 coins on one side, 5 on the other, as they began to balance out a bit before Elspeth was quickly awoken in their sleep. I believe Renner at the feet of their bed. And Elspeth, as you wake up, you realize something woke you up. not just the nightmare itself. Could you roll a perception check for me, please?
I would love to. 17.
17. You look about and nothing within the room draws attention, but you peek your ears outwards and you hear something coming from the window outside.
I'm going to take a quick glance at Donovan and Renner, who are in the room with me, see if either of them seem to have awakened.
Currently,
No,
no.
there's no way I'm waking up.
Donovan, no, and due to you being on the flitting edge of in your REM sleep, where you're actually at the lightest point of sleep, you were the one to notice.
Right. Sure, I'm going to very carefully get off the bed, trying not to wake Renner, and I'm gonna do the dumb thing, go over to the window and take a peek.
Mm-hmm. You peek, and you are on the second floor, but as you look about and you look down, you notice that a couple barrels that had been stacked against the backside of the inn has been knocked over, but you don't see anything having done so, but you see within the snow shifting movements. Just the snow itself seems to be stepping around. Do you speak Undercommon?
I do not, in fact.
However,
At least not fluently.
the sounds of it definitely kick in terms of knowing it is Undercommon.
I would probably recognize it. My father's probably spoken it before. I'm just not fluent because I didn't grow up there. Wonderful. Great. I'm going to go over and I'm going to wake Renner up. Renner! You're mute.
Matt, you're mute.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What is it? What? Hello?
No, I'm sorry. It's just me. There's something. This is probably nothing. This might be foolish, but there's something going on outside. There's some barrels moving. There's someone in the snow. I think they're...
Right. He's going to summon his trident and burst out of the door and just start running down to the wherever he assumes he just heard barrels downstairs outside. He's going to do it. He's just going to run down there.
Elspeth's gonna bop next door and like pound on Amma and Azar's door. As just like pound on the door and then follow him so that he's not by himself. Like, oh gods, why?
He's trying to protect her. But he's like, right, I'm on it.
Azar, you hear the knocking on your door.
What is it? Hello?
Already gone.
And receiving no response, I'll run to the door and start removing my makeshift barricade.
I forgot about that.
We didn't know about that.
You quickly unhatch the bear trap. You make sure all of it gets removed, but it'll take you a few. Meanwhile, Renner, you bolt down the stairs, and there's one person there who's just kind of conked out on the table, but the rest of the inn is empty.
Ignore that person and just run straight out to where he assumes is the downstairs below. Because he's not, he's just going to assume to go outside and or maybe an alleyway, something.
You bust outside, the wind just greets you, but with your Triton upbringing, you are very exactly. Cold never bother me anyway.
No.
Elspeth, do you
No. Oh, is this the musical episode? Got it. Okay.
Ah.
Now we're all on board.
You quickly hook around Elspeth as you come out. I'm assuming you did not have time to put on your cold weather clothes.
I feel like I probably was sleeping in my clothes.
Okay.
To be perfectly frank.
Perfectly frank. You are bundled up and you come out and you see out of the corner of your eye just Renner hooking a right to the back of the building.
Cool. I'm going to keep following him around toward again where I saw things, if that's the way he's going.
And as you two eventually both come in there together, Renner, you see where the barrels were knocked over, and you look at the patterns on the ground, and you see a bunch of footsteps, and you can hear the faintest whisperings of Undercommon, which, do you speak?
Do I know? I think I might. I do understand it. Oh, how lucky is that?
Good, you can teach me. I'll get in touch with my roots.
At which point you just hear translating into your mind, it's like, fucking also, we're trying to be quiet, all right? Just shh. And we're going to get in, we're going to take it, but stop fucking around.
I'm assuming that since it was such a lengthy conversation, are they running or are they hiding somewhere, these voices?
You just hear the voices, and they're probably right around the corner of, you can see the footprints in the snow.
Follow those footprints with trident drawn, ready to stab, whatever, or whoever, whatever we find.
Elspeth, you are quickly right behind, and Renner, as you hook around the corner, you don't see anything.
These are those. And he instantly will be reminded of what Azar had said back in the town square about these invisible, the things that are taking Rudolph, all of our goats and stuff like that. And will instantly go down into the snow, scoop up snow, and just throw it into the alleyway.
Excellent. As
He'll drop his trident to do it because he's going to use both hands. But as soon as he throws it, he's going to swoop it back up and then.
And as you do, it just kind of flurries down, and you see this slight outline of 1, 2, 3, 4 figures standing there looking at you. I need you to roll for initiative.
Yeah, and then in seeing that, he's going to smile and be like, in Undercommon, say, "I found you." And 5. Oh, initiative. 7. Nope.
7.
8. I can't count. 8.
Let me see. I need to really quickly, because this is not the map that I made.
There's a map.
You didn't think we were going to fight.
I didn't.
Why would you assume that the first thing we were going to do is go get into a fight by ourselves with no assistance?
You shouldn't have woke up Renner. That's the first mistake.
You were right. I couldn't wake up Donovan.
Hopefully you do.
Donovan. Well, maybe we'll make enough noise that Donovan will hear us from the bedroom above.
Don't worry. Elspeth is very good at screaming at this point. She will wake everyone up.
Okay, I can do this. I can make this map real freaking quick.
Oh, sorry. We'll vamp. So
yeah, we need a card that is that's like you awaken.
Well, that's funny because I was trying to figure out the math of like, can Elspeth get close enough that she can catch up so that I can give you some guidance before you go? And I'm like, no, we're just gonna fight. It'll be fine. We'll do it later. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Your AC
There's something in the alleyway. There's something in the alleyway. I'll go corner it.
I know. Did I sense? Sorry, James. While you're building the map,
yes.
Did I sense that Elspeth was behind me, like hot behind me, or am I have no sense of anyone else following me and me just going to investigate?
I would say I would say Elspeth was within your periphery in that sense.
Then also within the moment of smiling, smirking, saying I found them, will yell out to Elspeth, not in Undercommon, just in Common, but 4 of them.
Gotcha.
Just so she has an idea of how many are in this alleyway.
Wonderful. Exactly what I was hoping to wake up to was more violence.
We've got 4.
Okay, I am almost there. Trust me,
Nice.
We're almost there. Okay, we put you.
I do hope that Azar and Amoa know that it somehow sense that it was me knocking and wake up to come investigate, or see that our door is open and only Donovan's in the room. Otherwise, this is going to be incredibly awkward.
#chaos. This is going to be crazy.
Oh my God, Donovan's dead and the other 2 are missing.
We can't wake Donovan up. We can't wake him up.
All right, do y'all see it?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh dear. Yes.
Do you guys hear the bass on
Bass?
my end?
Bass? All about
It's
that
like
bass.
rattling.
All of
Somebody's got
that.
a car stereo going.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, is it those
Maybe
folks?
it's just Sirenscape.
I caught
Shout
a
out.
little bit of it, but only because you drew my attention to it. I'm not noticing it now, so.
And James, is this the bed, or where's the bedroom? Where is Donovan on this map?
Excuse me. From the map, it would basically be a good 30 or so feet southwest of Elspeth.
Southwest. Oh.
They're in the
This
alley
isn't-
across, not behind.
Oh, gotcha. Heard. Copy.
Okay. Well, so Renner. That was a 7
8.
or an 8. Okay. Let's see what these folks do. Well, that's silly.
Renner, what's your dex modifier? Because I also got an 8.
Is +3.
Okay, you go first anyway.
Okay, you got an 8. That is silly. Okay. Up first is Renner.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Okay.
Don't worry, I've got my numbers ready to go.
Okay.
So they are currently invisible, but you can see the faint outline of them with the snow.
We're gonna make them invisible. In seeing all of them, or the outlines of it, I feel like a thunder wave might shake their senses. So I'm gonna cast thunder wave on them.
Ooh. Okay.
You need to move closer.
And they, 15 feet in front. Yes, I do. Thank you, Donovan. I don't have access to move my little buddy, but can you move him?
Did I not? Did I give you the wrong person? No.
I
Okay.
can move mine.
There we go.
There we go. Now I got it. Yep. So I'm gonna move. Thank you. I'm gonna move here and then do the cube. Here, the cube right in front of me. Up to 15.
Okay. Giving them quick health here.
Sure.
And boom. All right. What's the save?
11.
11. Dex. What's the,
Constitution. Sorry.
Constitution. Okay. 11. Both or all 4 of them make it.
They all make it. Okay. So I'm still gonna roll. 2 seconds. So that is a the 2. So they take 1 point of damage.
1 point damage. Okay.
And they're not pushed. So cool. Awesome. But I feel like this noise might awaken.
2d8? You got 2 points on 2d8?
I got 2 points on 2d8. 1
Ooh.
and a 1. Yep.
Starting off strong.
Yep. He's still sleepy.
You're just getting them out of the way now.
Yeah. So you try and let out this thunder wave from within your, just like a sonic scream, essentially, and it's like, and then, yeah.
And
Ooh.
I was going to ask, as a bonus action, can I just grab more snow and throw it at him?
Sure.
If not, it's fine. But I will, at that point, have my trident on the ground, because he's just going to try and
Okay.
have Elspeth behind him. Like,
Okay, so you throw more snow and they become a little more
yeah.
seen.
Sure.
Do I hear a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet?
It is
Yes,
a
you
very
do.
loud boom. It is a very loud boom.
It's a very loud boom.
Then I will wake up.
You wake up, Donovan. Azar and Amoa, you both hear it within your room. Just a.
I got a 9 on my initiative, so that's...
Okay, thank you.
You want to add me to that when it comes back around?
I have a 15 on mine.
15, thank you. And Amoa. Okay. So. Cool. All right.
And
You all. Go ahead.
Apologies. My map just loaded a little bit ago. So where is the room relative to all this?
Basically southwest of where Elspeth is.
So like their room, if I ran to their room, I would see this, right?
If you looked out the window, you would see it towards the right. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So we would see Elspeth, then Renner, then.
You may not see the Durgar, but you could see Elspeth.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's them, or that's Renner. Elspeth, you're up.
Them not benefit from invisibility, but I feel like they're going to make that check because it's not very high. So I don't know if it's worth wasting the spell slot. You know, we're going to try it. I'm going to attempt to cast Fairy Fire on this those three that are in front together. I need them all to make a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 10.
Dexterity saving throw 10. Okay.
I don't think it's going to work, but maybe they'll roll low. Who knows?
Dexterity saving throw. So as it comes down, this little what kind of color is it?
Oh, mine is all that like lavender or black light vibe.
Mhm.
So
Lavender blacklight vibe come down, and you see two of the snow outlines kind of shift away, while this one closest or to Renner's left begins to just illuminate this full black light, if you will. And you get this, while the snow was very just their outline, Renner, you actually get to see lavender purple features, the nose, the beard of this creature standing before you. It looks like a dwarf at the current moment.
Sounded like a dwarf as well. Disgusting creatures.
Okay, that is Elspeth.
yes, I think that's all I'm doing.
Okay, next up is the Durgar, the one in the back here. Compared to the other three dwarves, he seems a little bulkier based on the outline that you're able to gather. And ooh, that's interesting. You begin to see within the let's see, does that, it's not an attack? Nope, that's not an attack. Okay. So you, while the snow outline just stands there, Renner, you see just a little purple light begin to coalesce within what appears to be its hand, at which point you start to look at this purple light and you start to get pulled within it, and at the same time that purple light just kind of squashes. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Mute. Matt, you're muted.
3.
3. Yeah. I am rolling like crap.
At which point the Durgar in the back here just kind of shifts over to and catches that there's another person there. And Renner, you just feel compelled to turn around, pick up your spear, your trident, and I need you to roll an attack, please.
I don't. Natural 20. I am not
Of course.
making this up. Here, you know what? Let me show the viewers. I'm gonna pull this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a natural 20.
I'm sending you new dice.
Natural 20. What is going on today?
I love you too, Renna.
Oh, dear. Do I know
Roll
what
damage for me, please.
oh no. Does Renner know what I'm doing? Or
Yes,
is he just okay?
Just
but
can't
you
stop
are
yourself.
compelled to go huck your trident.
And this is a huck too. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Watch, I'm gonna get an 8. Watch, just watch.
Yeah, go ahead, roll that max.
I got an 8. Of course, I literally got an 8. plus 4, 12, and then
12.
isn't it double? Because
Yep. Roll again.
that's a 3.
Okay.
So that's
15.
yeah.
Plus your modifier, so 19, because you've got a +4 on that.
19.
Okay.
So 8 plus 3, so that's 11 plus 4, 15.
No, but each because it's only one throw. You're right. 15.
Oh, it's only one throw. Okay, 15.
I know. Well, I mean, we've seen him before be able to and then pull it back, but no,
Yeah,
he hasn't. He's not doing
Yeah,
that.
I missed that it was a throw, not a stab. So, well, it's fine. Still standing.
Yep.
Looking at you with the big eyes of just like more looking like "Are you okay?" face.
And then Renner's gonna be like, I have no idea what I just did, but he's not gonna pull back his or is he compelled to pull back his trident?
No.
Yeah. So he's gonna just leave it in her. He's not gonna.
Yeah. One hand on that, just like,
Yeah.
all right, that's a new development. Well then.
So yeah, there is now this trident within your chest, Elspeth, hucked
Use
by
it.
Renner.
Wield it, baby.
Standard Tuesday, it's fine.
So you had to use your reaction to throw that, Renner. Next up is Amoa. Hearing that, Amoa is going to assist you to attempt to pull apart the last bits of the blockade and basically just pushes everything out of the way. The door is currently open for you to begin going to on your turn, Azar. But next up is the Durgar.
James, also, I failed my concentration check, so my fairy fire dissipates on the
Okay,
one
thank you.
ticket.
The purple outline dissipates and the snow is still there, but the other three kind of look towards the larger figure in the back and yeah, what would they do? Well, yeah, no. So what they're going to do is they're going to just swarm in on Renner here. And they're going to start taking attacks.
Bring it on.
At which point they drop their invisibility and you see these gray purple skinned dwarves. The tone of color very similar to Elspeth. Their hair white. One of them has more of a ginger kind of color.
Ugh.
But not like a healthy ginger. It's kind of a little more on the pastier side. And their eyes are completely white. And they're going to take their war picks at you.
Sure. Bring it on.
So, and okay. So they're each going to take one attack. Let's see. We got a 17, 17, and a 22.
You know what? They all hit.
Okay. So that will be...
Can you add a Renner is down on your
Yes,
Alondra?
I have a second one. I'll make one up here.
We should also say Donovan has been exhausted for this many days.
Donovan has gone X many days without sleep. We'll just have a whole stack.
So as all of them are able to pierce into your chainmail, you take 27 damage.
Cool. Renner's really not looking too hot right now, guys.
As they all just sink into you, the pick end of the war pick just
Nice.
run through your skin.
Awesome. Perfect.
That is their turn. Next up at the top of the round is Azar.
Okay, so Azar doesn't actually know what's going on, so
Nope.
She is going to run in the direction of the sound. Like she'll go into the Elspeth and Donovan's room, because that's like where the sound was coming from, and look out the window, seeing as Elspeth and Ren are both missing. And
Yep, and as you look out the window, you can see the back of Elspeth, a trident stuck into her chest, and Renner just being mauled by war picks. You cannot see the one in the far back, but yeah.
what is Donovan awake?
Donovan is awake.
Like, there are people attacking Renner. Shoot at them from the window. And I'll open the window and I'll just hop out the window.
Hop out the window. Roll me an acrobatics check, please.
It's only the second story, right?
Yes.
Acrobatics. It's +5. Okay. 21.
21. The snow dampens your fall. You avoid the barrels, and about 30 feet from you, you can see Elspeth.
Well, is opening the window, is that an action or anything, or what can I do?
I'd say you're good. It's part of the movement. It's not, I mean, unless y'all lock the window. Yeah, just
So our
unhook the
probably
hatch.
would have. I don't know about Elspeth.
If it was already locked, we didn't really mess with
Yeah.
it, but I did
Mhm.
not actively check it before we all passed out. So
I guess my question to you is, would you be the one to run and jump and crash through?
No, not really.
Yeah.
She's not quite that reckless. She would
Okay.
open the window.
What are you
Let's just
saying,
say
Azar?
it takes you 15 feet of, or like you have 15 feet of movement left.
I mean, Azar's got lots of movement. That's fine. So the guy to Renner's left, I don't have enough movement to close the distance, so I will hex and roll an Eldritch Blast on him,
Okay.
and just yell, Elspeth, what's going on?
yeah, Elspeth just turns back and is like, maybe we could talk about it later. So like,
That is a 4.
A 4.
That'll miss.
As you land, even though quite gracefully, you calling out to Elspeth as you begin to unleash your spells, that Durgar is able to see and put up a shield as the Eldritch Blast comes in. It's colliding with it. Unfortunately, no damage.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be it for me.
Okay, next up, Donovan. You just see Azar leap out the window.
Did any of them notice Azar leap out the window?
Yes, they were able to block that
Okay.
one.
So I show up to the window with my bow. They're aware of me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I will shoot at one of them next to. So I look out the window. I see that Renner's surrounded by Durgar. We know that they tried to steal our goats. They're getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Solidarity.
It's going to be 16.
16 hits.
Okay. Would anybody mind if we used a card?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh yes,
please,
do.
please do
Yeah.
it.
I would like to turn it into a critical hit on
Yes.
Understood. So roll
Or-
that double damage dice with what is that, like 3d6?
It's 66
Yeah.
total. Wait, why did I not roll 6? So that's 15, 19, 23 points of damage.
23 points, and any addition?
Yes, plus 3. 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Which one are you targeting? Back, left, or right?
Left.
Left?
Closest to me. Yeah, closest to me.
Yes. And as the Eldritch Blast hits, you see an opening that just and collapses down on the ground.
You leave my friends and goats alone.
Okay, excellent. Renner, you're back at the top of you're back at your order. Your trident is in Elspeth.
So with the three pickaxes in me as well. So in seeing one of them go down right next to me, he's going to whirl around really quick, see Donovan in the window, and I'm assuming see Azar she's on the ground, like running towards us.
Yes.
So in seeing that I have backup, ever the dick, he's gonna turn and he's gonna kind of smile, bloody smile, at the two in front of him. And he's gonna reach out and grasp both of them. Because they're both, I can do that, right? Since there's two.
Mhm.
And then these two little like light antenna are gonna come out from behind his gills, and he's gonna try and shot grasp.
Okay, so you can only target one of them.
Oh man, I want it to be so cool. Okay,
Yeah, but
well then in
sorry.
that case, he's not gonna do that. And then so he's gonna not smile, and then they're gonna go back, and he's going to try and cast Thunder Wave yet again to get them away from him.
Okay.
In this case. It's
So
a
you can aim
Constitution of
either
11.
frontwards and get the two there, or you can get the one to your side, basically, like the way the cube faces you.
Can this be my end point? So like the cube is like, I can't draw on this. Like here, the points here.
Okay.
Here. Does that make sense? Here.
Yeah.
And here to get.
I'll
just
let
these
you
two.
have it. Yeah.
Thanks. I got 3 hit points. I'm not doing too hot. His spatial reasoning is all off. So he's just gonna try and
I would say
sling.
you're able to get the two there with that aiming, but not the guy in the back.
That's totally cool.
All right. Constitution saving throws, yes?
Mhm. Yes.
All right. The one in front of you rolled a 9 plus 2, so 11.
So it's 11. So they get it. I think. Right?
So they save, and then the other one 13. So they both save.
Cool. This is great. This is awesome. So then as a bonus action...
They take damage.
Oh, they do. Right. Let me do that. Sorry. 1, 7. Okay, so they take 4 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm also, for my bonus action, going to do a second wind.
Second wind?
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see. Hopefully this will be a little bit better. Okay. That's a 13 hit point. That was
Okay,
max.
you heal back
So, yeah.
13 hit points. You breathe in the air and just center yourself and feel much more invigorated. Okay, next up, Elspeth.
Great, lovely, wonderful. I'm going to bonus action healing word on Renner. I rolled max to take another 8 HP.
Thank you. Oh, God.
Because I'm not going to be helpful in this fight, as we've determined.
Run!
And then I would like to, for my action, I would like to toll the dead on the big boy in the back.
Okay,
I need him to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
wisdom.
Has that one been hurt
Ooh.
yet?
That is a 2.
I don't believe he has.
I believe he caught the 1 HP from Renner's Thunder
Oh.
Wave at the top. So
Great.
yes, roll a
Then I
D12.
get to roll the 12.
Oh, yes!
Okay. 10.
10.
But it is necrotic, so he might be resistant because he's Durgar.
Oh, thank you. That
Yeah.
might be true.
I'm not
Okay.
sure. And then I would like to use my movement to pull Renner's Trident out of my chest and drop it in the snow so that he can get it if he needs it, and move, like, let's not, probably not too far, but, like, get a little bit over here so that I'm a little bit more behind cover.
Okay.
Sorry, Renner, but I want to stay close
I
enough that
totally
I can still,
understand.
like, zap at people if I have to.
True. Next up is the big boy in the back. What is he gonna do? Ooh, that's interesting.
I don't like it when the DM says things are interesting.
Uh-huh.
That's never boded well for me in this game at all.
Okay. You watch, Renner, as this larger Durgar makes its way forward. The invisibility drops, and within its hand, you see that purple energy once more, but then it forms into the shape of a dagger and is going to try and shiv you.
I'll shiv you too.
Oh, that was so close to being a 15. Oh, that's fine. So it's a 10 to hit.
Nope, it's not hit.
You see this coming towards you, and he does it in a very theatrical fashion of like, I'm going to kill you, and you just block it out the way. Cool. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh, he has 2 melee attacks. He's going to try and stab again.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Natural 20.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
We have a card. Boosted adrenaline.
Oh, right.
Let's see how much damage this is, because it actually halves the damage of magical attacks and regular piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
Love it.
So let's see how much the roll is.
Well,
Might roll a Renner.
Yeah, there it is.
I made clear some space in my tray.
I don't like that sound.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was
Not
a
a good.
lot.
That's not a good noise for us right
Okay,
now.
well, I got-
that sounded like 6 or 8.
I got 2 1s. Okay.
And
Okay. So
6.
that is 5, 15. 5, 15, 23, 24, 25, plus 3. So 28 damage.
Yeah, do you mind if I use that boosted adrenaline?
Yeah,
Is that
please,
right?
please.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Clarel.
Thank you. Oh my god, Clarel
you,
is so
Clarel.
already. Thank you.
Coming in clutch, Quirrell. Okay.
How much? I don't know what the damage was.
Wait.
sorry.
So, what is it?
It was 23, you said? No, 28.
But also, like, what is the definition on the card?
So it says it halves the damage from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical and magical attacks for 1 attack.
Okay. Cool. Well. That is cool with me then. All right. So you take that, whatever that damage is.
14.
Thank you. It's like math. I don't know.
It's fine. I'm just dying over here. I can do everyone's math for them. I think it'd be good for.
And that is
Cleric always does that.
All right.
their turn. Next up is Amoa. Amoa is going to also run towards where Azar is and sees you at the door, Donovan, with your bow drawn, and walk over. It's like, what is happening?
Bonfire that one.
Okay. And let me quickly pull up his character sheet. Nope, not my characters, my campaigns. Go back. Go back! I made a mistake!
I've made a mistake.
Nope, that was Dragon of Icefire Peak. Where is Amoa? There we go. And your spells, Amoa, please. Bonfire, that one, 60 feet away, yes. So it's going to have to do a. Which one do you point towards, Donovan?
The big one, the big guy.
Big boy. That should be. Yeah, that's not. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just within range. So they rolled a 10, and their dexterity is a +3, so that's 13, and Amoa's save is a 12. So as this bonfire just illuminates right in front of you, Renner, this Durgar is able to step out of the way as the snow that you've thrown begins to melt.
Mollusk.
Meanwhile, that's Amoa's turn. Does Amoa have any bonus actions? Expeditious retreat? Nah, not right now. Probably not. So, Amoa's like, sorry. But that is...
Oh, yeah, I said go hide. Bonus action hide.
Bonus action! And you see Amoa lower themselves, but they're still very tall and kind of just like this much up in the window. Next up is the Durgar around you, Renner, and since their invisibility is dropped, they are... Yeah, they probably do that.
All right, bring it on.
Yep. Okay. They stand there looking at the fact that there is more people coming around, their invisibility is dropped, and they both kind of just clap their hands together, and they both enlarge themselves.
Yep. Durgar.
Oh, cute.
But now these two very large Durgar stand over you, and that is their turn for now. Okay.
Right.
At the top of the order, Azar, you have landed. You are a good, what's the 30, 50, or 30, 35, 40, 45. You're 45 feet away from Renner.
That's too far. So I will shout to Renner and Elspeth, like, get back inside. Hopefully, those loud thunder waves have woken up people, I don't know, like the militia or someone. Who knows? And I will move my hex to the Durgar to Renner's right.
Okay.
This squeezing in between the building and Renner.
Yeah.
And I'll just go ahead and Eldritch Blast that guy.
All right. Fire away.
Ooh, that's a 22, I think.
22 hits.
Yeah, plus 3, 22. So that is a D10 plus a D6. That is a 11, 6 force damage and 5 necrotic damage.
Thank you. As this collides with this Durgar, and the hex kind of constricts as the Eldritch Blast makes contact. It leaves a good searing on its chest.
And is the side we're on, is that where the door to the inn is, or where's the
You're
door?
on the back side of the inn.
So would it be closer to the right or to the left to get back inside?
From where you are, it'd probably be a little bit faster to go around the right side of the inn.
So I'll move to the right, so that I'm about 40 feet away from Renner.
Okay.
But moving to the right.
All right. Excellente. Next up is Donovan in the window.
Since there's no way to hide, I will just shoot. I'm going to shoot at the one that just got hit.
Okay.
16 again.
16 hits.
Oh. That is 10 points of damage.
Oh, that's good.
And with this
'Cause-
larger target, just you're able to see a larger portion of the neck, and his falls down. And then
Let's do it for me.
it collapses into the building, kind of making it groan a bit as the Durgar shrinks down in size.
So Donovan yells that out and then instantly regrets it, thinking, "Oh God, I just murdered both of them."
All right. That is Donovan. Renner, you're up.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to disengage as my action from these folks, and then I'm going to action surge to get the heck out of there. So then I'm going to run opposite of Elspeth here. 5, 10, 15, 20, to here.
Okay. It's you disengage as you push the war pick that's just there. You just kind of fumble your way out of there and stand ready over there.
You don't need to use your action surge. You can just move. You can use your action surge if you want to make.
On a dash.
Can you? Yeah, if you want
You
to
can
dash
attack.
or make a ranged attack.
And I will. Thanks, guys. You guys are helping me through this today. Both Renner and Matt are very tired. Then, in seeing that Elspeth has dropped the trident, we'll whisk it back and then fling it at Giant for 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Cool. 4, 6, 10 damage.
10 damage. Stabs into it. It's, but still stands with the trident sticking within. Okay. That is Renner. Elspeth, you're up.
Right. At the angle that I'm at, can I still see either of them? I'm just determining order of operations.
Angle-wise, let me see here. You cannot, no.
Great. That just determines my order of operations. I would like to go ahead and take, what would that be, like 10 feet of my movement to move here. Ooh, so make sure I can. Great. I've got line of sight on that guy. I'm going to guiding bolt him because I'm tired of this bullshit. Just constantly exhausted and bleeding. That's going to be math 16, which I believe
16 hits.
Wonderful. He's going to take 17 points of radiant damage.
17. Ooh, baby. Nice. As this black lavender light now just kind of encapsulates his form.
Cool. Anybody who hits him before my next turn has advantage on the attack, and I'm going to take the other 20 feet of my movement and continue running back towards the hotel and toward where Azar is.
Okay.
Which I think takes me off the map, sorry.
You come off the map heading over to Azar, at which point the once larger Durgar, but not much larger anymore, takes stock of the situation and decides, yeah. Oh, let me. Okay. Who would be able to see? Elspeth.
It's me. I don't know why you're asking. It's clearly me.
Yeah, Elspeth, roll me a perception check real quick.
My trident is still in him too, correct?
Yes, the larger one.
What is my modifier?
Can I see from the window? Or is it down on the ground?
Oh wait, yeah, you're a half elf. Yes, you may.
That is a 19 for me.
19?
Do I have disadvantage on this? I'm still exhausted, level 2.
Yeah.
Or is this an ability check?
Ability check, so yeah.
Okay.
Like perception.
Alright, that's not going to be great. 11.
Still
All right,
sweepy.
11. At which point, Elspeth, you see this one looking about, taking stock, locks eyes with you, gives a bit of a grin, and then what you see is not normal sized footprints, but a tiny little trail begin to go backwards into the alley. It's like a little trail that's just weaving in through there. And yeah, they hook a right and you don't see them. Next up is Amoa. Only seeing the large guys. All right, here we go. Let's do, what kind of spell can you do? Create bonfire. Just going to create bonfire. How smart is Amoa? 13.
Oh.
Stupid. Yeah. Yeah, and he's done it before. He's going to try and attempt to mold earth below the larger one that just kind of makes it a little more quicksandy, and you see the Durgar's feet just go whoom. It's like ugh, as he sticks inward. That takes it to the Durgar's turn. Oh wait, it's 30 feet range. Never mind. Yeah. I'm always going to then have to create bonfire again. Oh wait, that's their dexterity check. The fire illuminates below this Durgar and catches them aflame for 2 damage.
More than 0, I'll take it.
Yeah.
More than 0. Excellent. And is there anything else he can do? Nope. That's 30 feet. Yep. Okay. So with that, the Durgar stands there. What is the guy's name? Quickly. Blah, 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 blah.
Bob.
Looks, sees the tiny trail. Fuck. And you just see this large Durgar begin to lumber backwards and run. Of which only Donovan, Elspeth, and Azar can see. But this Durgar just starts to run, lumbering about before hooking a corner.
Is it bleeding?
They're both hurt, but so are we.
All right.
Well, it is the
Okay.
top of the order. Azar, are people going to pursue combat,
That's. I
Continue.
mean,
or
Azar still has no idea why we're fighting.
okay?
Because we were attacked, Azar.
As far
Oh,
as
so are we
Azar and
going to get
Donovan know,
them?
yes.
Yeah.
they.
So are we
In
going after
seeing
them,
like
or-
this, I was gonna say, in seeing this confusion moment, Render's gonna be like, "They were after something on our person.
Oh, were those the guys that stole the goats?
Get that."
Probably.
Yeah, that's all Azar needs to hear. So, I will. See. Yeah, I'll cast a light on something so I can. Oh, I'll cast light on an arrow
Okay.
so I can see, and I'll start. I have 40 feet of movement in their direction. That will get me to where Renner was.
Mhm.
You said they went around a corner.
They're
Yes. You could not see the tiny one, which the way they went, but the large one easily enough hooked to the left.
Okay, and so I'll just keep on going so I can. He's 10 feet tall, so it can't be too hard to spot. I'll just run in towards that direction, not getting too close to the corner, just in case he's like hiding there. But
Mhm.
I'll give it like a wide berth and go around the corner and see if I can spot the guy again.
Yes. And you hook the corner, and with the edge of your light, you look out. Could you roll me a perception check, please? And at
Perception.
disadvantage, because it does go beyond your light.
Okay. Perception is +3. 15.
15. You look about and you see the trail going further out, but your light, the distance at which your light gives you, you know they went in that direction, but can't tell how far they went.
Yeah, 10-foot guy in the snow. I'll just follow his trail until I catch him again. That's okay.
Okay. While Azar continues to follow the trail, Donovan, you're up at the top of the window.
I'm gonna regret this, but I'm going out the window.
You jump out the window, roll me an acrobatics check.
That's a disadvantage, right?
Yes,
Yep.
please.
Yeah, that is a acrobatics. That's an 8.
You leap out the window, your foot catches a bit, and as you plummet down, luckily there's a bunch of snow to help break some of the fall, but you take 6 fall damage.
Whew. Was I? I don't think that I was hurt before.
We had just woken up, right?
Yeah, no, because I had reset for the long rest. You said that, yeah, long rest.
Yeah.
I'll just take some damage.
Cool. Hand wave, hand wave, hand wave. It's cool. So I will ask Renner and Elspeth, what do you two plan on doing?
So I've got bonus action and
Oh, yes,
move.
yes, go ahead.
So
Yes.
I'm going to run.
Yep.
As far as I can to
So
try and
60
catch up.
feet will probably, that's 34, so you would probably get to about here.
60 feet of dark vision. Do I see anything?
Looking out, you see the tracks and you know that they hook left and right.
All right.
You see Azar's light. So
You see the trailing of it as it goes further down to the left.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I only have 40 feet because I am exhausted level 2. 30 feet, because I'm half.
Oh, okay. So you make it up. You make it to the edge of the map, basically. So I would say combat's over, yes? For
Now
now.
it's a pursuit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Ren is going to do the exact same thing. He's going to run after the Drex.
Okay. Are you going right or left?
I'm following because oh, wait, what do you mean?
I was gonna say, Elspeth would probably shout and be like, actually, no, she wouldn't shout yet. She would follow the tracks of the one that she saw go invisible and try to see if she can pick up his trail and figure out if he went in the same direction or not.
Okay. So as you all begin to fan out here, Elspeth, roll me a perception check.
Cool. You know, just hoping I can get attacked by an invisible guy and go down, give the people the content they want. Perception, that is an 18.
18. You see the tiny trail go out and goes past your field of dark vision. But it's a tiny trail. As if
As
you
if
know,
he's
like a-
smaller than he was previously?
yeah, like a mouse or something weaving its way through the snow.
Interesting. Do I think I'm faster than him?
Now my question is, does it reduce there? It does not. You are unsure.
Okay. I'm gonna take the gamble and just shout, "The spellcaster went this way!" and start following the trail like a dumbass.
Meanwhile, on the left side, who else is going with, or what's the division here?
Well, so since we're not in combat anymore, if
Yeah.
I see Elspeth, say the spellcaster who's done the most damage to Renner and he's more angry at, will probably chase after that. But in the meantime, we'll summon his trident, and hopefully it will zoom past or take a path. Because I don't think it's. Well, no, it might crash through something. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know the logistics. But he's hoping that it'll go past or follow a way where that Azar can see where the trident is. Does that make sense? Is coming from.
Is there
Like-
a distance at which you have to go?
No, as long as it's on the same existential plane, I can summon
Okay.
it from wherever.
In that case, okay.
You can, you have fun with that because I don't know how it works. I just know that it shows up.
All right, Azar, as you begin to follow the trail, you hear as. Can you roll a dexterity check for me, please?
Oh, not like that. That's not what I wanted.
15 again.
15. At the edge of the light, you just see all of a sudden this trident careen past you. It's like, oh shit! As it, and Renner slaps into your hand as you can see further down the way. Azar's light.
Well, I'm following Elspeth. So like,
but like when you catch the trident, you
Got
see
it.
the light. Oh, good,
Got
60 feet down the way. And then you look over towards Elspeth.
Let's go.
Cool. Donovan, which way are you going?
I'm following the big footprints or the group down the middle.
So big footprints went to the left with Azar, and tiny tracks went to the right with Renner and.
I don't see the tiny prints. I'm only going towards the big prints.
Okay, you
So
take
45.
your time. And I'm assuming,
Move.
yeah,
Move, bonus action, and then dash.
to get that 45.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Azar's career, like bolting. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
As you follow the tracks, they eventually become smaller, more normal sized. But you hook a left and you start to see the blood trail as the trident came rushing past you, and you quickly, as you hook a left, find the Durgar just pressed up against the wall, sees you, and starts to like crawl away.
Yeah. Stick over the head.
Stick over the head.
Yeah. I'm
attempting-
trying to knock him out because I
Knock
don't
them
know
out.
what these
Okay,
guys
good to know. Because they're not really putting up a fight, you can roll with advantage.
Okay. Let's see. 19.
19 hits.
D8 plus 3, I believe. Yeah, okay. So 3. Oh, that's garbage. That's 5.
5.
Yeah,
You crack him
5.
over the head. It's continues to crawl away.
All right, bonus action. Get. Yeah, I'll bonus action. Flurry of blows.
Okay, punch him with advantage.
That's a 21.
That hits.
Just D4 plus 3. That's 6 for that
Mhm.
one.
You
And
clock them right in the temple, and they fall to the ground in the snow.
okay. Yeah, I probably won't have any stuff on me, so I'll just like grab him by a foot and start dragging him back toward the end. I wouldn't have any equipment to tie him up or anything, so I'll just drag him back.
Yeah. You start dragging them like the old toys where the string is attached to a little pony on wheels. At which point, Donovan, you slowly start to see the light coming into your direction while Azar is just pulling a Durgar along with them.
Oh, all right.
One for me.
Jensen.
Where's Elspeth?
I don't know.
Well, go find her.
Okay. So on my turn, I'll run 45 feet the other direction.
You start to go and you come back to the little cross section. Meanwhile, Renner and Elspeth, you start to follow this trail of tiny little mouse weaving by. I'd like you both to each roll me one more perception check.
Can I ask, what are we running through? Are these alleyways, a market? Like, what have we passed?
You're running past buildings. It's, I wouldn't say kind of residential, but like, intermingling of shops, of restaurants, if you will.
Okay.
To describe the nature
Restaurants?
of it. Restaurants?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's a very strange question. Are we running past anything where there would be live aquatic life?
Live aquatic life? No.
Cool. I'm rolling perception. Natural 1.
Okay.
17.
17. You follow the little trail and eventually it just stops. You look about and you just look around, you look up, you look down. You cannot find wherever they went.
I'm going to call out in Dwarvish, which I do speak. You might as well just come out and finish this, if you're here.
You wait. You're only answered by a bit of the wind.
I will turn back to Renner, just be like, I don't think I can find him again. Shall we just head back to the others?
I suppose so. Where do the tracks stop?
Right here, they just stop. If I walk right up to that spot and just like, I don't know, kind of wave my hand around, do I whack into somebody who's invisible and standing like get down on the ground like at mouse level?
Yeah. You swat through the snow and the fine powder just glazes across your hand.
Can we look up?
Yes.
Like for a bird or some type of creature that may have
carried away. So, oh shit.
Or no, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Maybe it shifted into something else, like another creature.
You look up into the sky. You don't see anything. Coming down the street, you see a person walking by, just in their cold clothes, sees you looking up. It's like, Yeah. No vultures here today. That's good. And then just keeps walking by.
Say that again, Durf.
Brenna, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
You like go to real aggressive, and they're like, there was just giant vultures. And then
Ted, it's all right. He's we were awakened. We haven't slept very well. We'll just be on our way. Sorry about that.
Outsiders, and they continue to walk.
I apologize, Elspeth. I'm sorry. I don't know.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. He's clearly used some other means of getting out of here, so perhaps we should just get back to the others. Try to rest again.
All right. Let's get going.
Mm-hmm. And you two reconvene with first Donovan, you pull up.
Or late.
Excellent shooting, though.
Yes,
Well done.
that was quite well. Thank you for
And took
that.
two out. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
We're gonna have to answer that for that, aren't we?
Probably.
I mean, we have to talk to Imdra in the morning anyway, so... that's actually a good point. We've made a significant amount of noise. As I look around, or maybe kind of pop back through toward, like, the main street, whatever the main street is, do I see or hear any indication of, like, city guard, militia?
Gossip.
Gossipy
Czar
bitches
dragging
from the
the
inn. See a Czar dragging a Durgar.
Yeah, you see just like a tiny light coming over, and it becomes bigger and bigger. You watch as Azar comes walking over with a Durgar.
Okay, so where's the sheriff lady?
I don't. Do we know?
She said we could meet her at the city hall, but given that I
Right.
don't know what time it is, I don't know if she's currently there. I'm presuming it's still some semblance of night, since most everyone is not
It's
out on-
always night here.
Yes, I know, but I mean circadian rhythms night, not just visual night.
What does this have to do with insects?
Before there's any discussion going on, I'm gonna go back to the inn and go to sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, right, Donovan. Wait, before you go, everyone, this is what I heard when I came around the corner. And then relay what I heard, which I'm pretty sure was, we just need to get in, we need to grab it, and then get out. Isn't that something
Yes.
along those lines? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So again, they're after something on our person. I've never dealt with these type of disgusting creatures before, but they speak, I can understand them in undercommon, and they're gross. So,
You know, it's really not polite to make assumptions
Well-
about people from the Underdark, although these particular ones I'm not a fan of, given our experiences.
I apologize. I just don't
This one's
understand.
unconscious, and we should probably stick him somewhere, so we should give him to the sheriff lady.
Right.
What do
Based
you
on-
mean about the sheriff? As one person slightly begins to make their way over, and you can see they're in a more armor based, even though they got like a coat that kind of covers it, but like the plate underneath has the symbol of Bryn Shander, the tower with a snowflake up top, and red and blue kind of just filling out on the bottom portion. They take a look, and they have an entourage of about 4 or 5 behind. Looks down, sees
good.
that Azar has an unconscious person.
These guys tried to kill my friend again, and you should lock him up somewhere.
They all begin to undraw their weapons. I think it best if you come with me.
Yeah, I need to take him somewhere, but he's really heavy. Could someone help me?
Drop him, and you will come with us.
So, are you taking him, or are we taking him?
We will take him, along with you
Okay. Yeah, we need to go speak to... What's her name again?
Indra.
Imdra, yes.
all. Yes, you will be speaking with her.
Are there cots in the prison or the jail?
Dear gods, Donovan, really, as Elspeth is again, like, just drenched in her own blood, just looking like, really? This is the conversation we're having?
Oh, no.
will see you soon.
huge open wounds. A good night's rest really solves a
Yes.
lot of problems.
You will see soon enough. Come with us.
I like sheath whatever I need to do to
Yeah.
Mhm.
put the bow or hand it over, whatever. I'm tired. I just want to be like, yeah. Can you carry my pack too? Like,
So these guards begin to escort you towards the town hall. At which point, was not there. But at which point, you all a MOA jailbreak session. But as you four begin to be escorted with one or two guards kind of just taking the Durgar behind, you watch across the sky just a large bird going across and an aurora borealis following. As you're led to the town hall. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Aurora Borealis. At this time of day.
like Santa Claus flying across the sky.
Yeah.
To check one of my notebooks for that, see if I've got any notes about the Aurora Borealis and what it means up here, because I feel like it's not good, whatever it is.
But yeah, we'll see what happens with the town hall and with you four being taken there, and what possibly asking questions about what was that in the sky. Excuse me. But yes, we're going to take our break for now, do that bio break, maybe get a snack or two. You too, get that snack and stuff in. Thomas, are we going giveaways afternoon or?
Why don't we?
Oh, pew, pew, pew.
I have to go to Nightbot.
Hiccups. Yes, if you do the well, Thomas will let you know, but
Just don't hold your horses. We'll do the little drizzed minis. One more of those.
yes, little Drist minis. You can have Drist Duardon in your game today.
Although
if you
Nightbot
enter in the
is
chat.
not loading.
Oh, not loading.
Holding for
Nightbot.
Nightbot. Mr. Nightbot, you're required on the set of Quest and Chaos. Mr. Nightbot?
may be broken.
Where is he?
Oh,
We need him on set now.
Paging Mr. Nightbot.
even Nightbot was exhausted and didn't want to get up from their long rest.
Azar just probably beat up Nightbot somewhere and just left. So, yeah.
Left him in a back alley.
are.
Anyway, we'll figure it out over the break and we'll let you know. To put in the no, you know what? Nightbot's broke. Sorry, we're
Ooh.
not gonna do a giveaway.
Okay.
Because
no
of
worries,
that.
no worries. If we figure that out during the break, we'll let you all know. But we're gonna head into that break, so stick around, chat in the chat, hang out in our Discord. We'll see you all in a good 7 to 10 minutes. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to. Hey, welcome back, y'all. Yeah. Is Nightbot still broken or not?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
bot's broken.
Still broken. So we unfortunately will not have a giveaway. Sorry for getting people's hopes up. Excuse me. Just had a bit of a seafood chowder as a snack. Yeah.
Renner.
Yeah.
Such judgment.
It was probably cooked, wasn't it? Blech.
Raw seafood chowder. Just put the fish in the seawater. But yes, as you four are escorted out towards the town hall, you watch this aurora borealis stream across the sky. Eventually, you're led there. More guards begin to kind of file in around y'all. You're led downstairs, and they open one of the jail cells. Puts a hand out for you to enter.
Hand over my bow. I think it's just the bow and arrows is all I had on me, and the rapier. So hand that over. Go. I go straight to his leg. Just
Wait, Donovan,
over there.
we haven't done anything wrong.
It's fine. It's just protocol, right? It's just protocol. Yes. Elspeth probably, if she slept in her clothes, she probably still has her satchel on as well, because she probably just passed out. She is not going to hand it over. She's just going to go in and sit down.
Well, then, or they'll like put out hands for any weapons that you have.
Pat down. Shake head. Nothing.
Even your mace?
I guess it would be in the satchel. So yeah, she would turn that over.
Okay. You pull it out from the satchel and they look at, is there anything else in there?
A lot of notebooks. She'll reach in and pull out like 6 notebooks.
Does a little finger wave to one person behind, and then they offer to take the bag.
I'd really rather not. They're very hard to hold without...
Takes, like...
Fine.
Pass the bag.
Don't touch anything inside. Some of it...
They take it over to a table and then upturn it.
It's going to break
Filter through.
components.
Is there any contraband or anything that would be suspect?
I mean, I've got a wand and a pearl wrapped in a handkerchief tucked in one of the pockets, which is what I was hoping no one would find.
Okay. Well, it comes out in the fabric there, wrapped up. The person begins to unravel it.
Oh, please don't touch those. We just got a curse removed. We're trying to get them out of here before anything happens again. I'm sorry. It wasn't... We've been through a lot.
This one guard just kind of looks about. Okay. Another one comes up to you, Renner, sees your trident.
Gladly will hand that over because he knows it's going to come right back to him when he wants it. And then also he'll hand over his dagger.
Dagger.
Yeah.
The other one comes up.
He actually has a sword on him too, so he'll hand those over.
All the weapons are handed over. They look at you, Azar. They take your bow, look at your staff, put the hand out.
Azar says, what, scared of a girl with a stick?
Well, that little girl was carrying around an unconscious body, so yes.
Oh, be careful with that. They can turn invisible and they can get really, really big.
Looks at the unconscious body. All right, throw it in the other cell. Actually...
some of them also might be able to get very, very small, so...
Oh, and one of them casts spells.
Yes.
Also, they're chasing us because I believe they're after something we had on our person. And then we'll kind of refer towards the items that they're so, casually handling.
Well...
And they steal goats.
Interesting. Oh, it looks like all of our other cells are full. I guess you will have this one to yourselves as well. Throws the Durgar in with you.
Really?
Well, the captain will be speaking with you when the morning comes.
Could you give us an approximate timing on that? We're still not very used to the whole perpetual dark situation.
Well, very similar here. Still can't quite get used to it, but probably a good 4 more hours.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, get some rest before the captain comes here. Sure, they will have a lot to talk to you about. And as this definitely higher ranking soldier within the militia leaves, the others kind of fall in line. The one who touched the pearl and the wand just kind of saddles up next to the bars after people leave. He's like, I'm gonna be okay, right?
Did you touch it with your bare hands?
I don't think so.
Great. Yes. If you just look,
Can I wash it with soap?
yes, just put the handkerchief back over it and don't have anyone touch it until I'm out. All right, and I'll just take
Okay.
care of it.
Okay, yeah, my grandma, one time she was cursed, and like that was a whole other deal. And like,
Oh, you have no idea. I died twice trying to uncurse him. Points at sleeping Donovan. So just leave them there, and I'll take care of them once this is all sorted out. Right?
okay, so just soap and water, soap and water.
Yes, soap and water should be just fine.
Okay, good. That's all we have, and then starts to walk out.
Hey, kid, before he leaves. Hey, kid.
Yeah.
You've probably been cursed.
Ah,
Okay. Then they make their way up the stairs.
so is now the time when I should tell you all about the nightmare I had?
Sure.
Nightmare?
Yeah, that's what I thought woke me up until I saw the trying to break in. I think I saw my god.
Oh,
Hey, Azar, can you mute?
ah,
Yes.
your god.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But
What happened?
Oh, I walked into a room and a cloaked figure with a scale was glaring at me. The scales were unweighted, which is generally a bad sign. And then I woke up and then woke you up, and you know what happened after that.
Has this happened to you before?
No, I don't really dream that much, to be perfectly honest. It's sort of an elf thing, half elf thing. Doesn't happen that often.
Huh. Do you believe it's because you had the item on your person?
That's what I was afraid of, given what happened to Donovan.
Wonderful. So now we're trapped in a jail cell with the item in question, right? And then he'll reference it right there, overnight, with this thing in the cell with us. And he's no help to Donovan, sleeping in the
You just see a look over and he's like,
All right. Shall we? Do you want to wait, Elspeth, or shall we get out of here?
Why on earth would we get out of here? That's just going to cause more problems.
Oh, all right. Well,
What? I'm sorry. What? Were you all thinking of breaking out of here? Was that the plan? We haven't
mean,
done
I-
anything wrong.
I don't like this, whatever this is. So
I'm going to take a nap. That's the first thing I'm going to do.
all right, quite right. I suppose I'll do the same.
Okay. So everybody begins to eventually find rest. Yes. Azar, what are you doing?
Azar fell
So
asleep.
that,
Oh,
sorry, lost my connection briefly.
you're good.
Azara, just find a spot and just relax.
Mm-hmm. So you all begin to find your rest.
we need to take. I'm sleeping. Never mind.
Yeah. You said you were going right to bed.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I need to get
About
that
2
long
hours
rest.
in to your rest, you all begin to hear a where am I? Oh god, my head.
Trust me on this one. Just go back to sleep. It's going to be so much easier.
Roll a persuasion check.
Congratulations. My charisma may be shit, but that was a great roll. It's a 19.
19. You say that, and the dwarf or the Durgar kind of looks at us. All right. Very good, pretty drow lady.
In Dwarvish, I'll just say to him, that'll do. We'll talk in the morning. Lean back.
But sleep finds the Durgar as well. One second. What is his name? They have a name for him. Let's see, what is their name?
Steve.
Steve. Excuse me, there's Steve here. Steve. There you go. Cool. 2 more hours pass as you all get your final rest, or not final rest, but that's ominous. Get your long rest, and you all slightly pass off into the night. The end. Your a good rest, long rest. The light a little bit difficult to deal with the torches, but eventually you all begin to hear the clacking of boots coming down the stairs. As standing before you with a torch in hand, as they light a couple more torches to reliven the place up a bit, is a familiar Imdra. Well, bonjour, good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Such a good night's sleep. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
When my lieutenant told me that there was some ruffians causing a lot of noise on the western side, I am unsurprised to find.
Yeah, see, I told you, and I point to the Durgar on the ground.
I think we were the ones who made the noise, for which I do apologize.
Well, this is interesting. Continues to look at the Durgar, who's still.
I believe these are the ones that stole our goat.
Well, let us see if their intentions were simply petty theft, which at that point is, not outlawed here. But it's rare for one of their ilk to be so petty.
What is it?
This is a Durgar. They come from the Underdark. Looks over to Elspeth, similar to the origins of your lavender friend here.
Oh, she's much taller.
True, but they originate from the same place, if you will.
Right. So, why are they here?
I am unsure, but I'm
right,
sure.
That's what you're doing. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm sure that with a bit of persuasion, this one would like to talk a bit.
There were, I believe, 2 more back in the alley, and then one of them
Got away.
Yeah.
Spellcaster.
Disappeared and then got away.
Is unfortunate. Well, My men were able to grab the ones that you left so courteously within the alleyways. Luckily, we got to them before most people woke up. That would have been a distressing sight for one so early in the morning, especially right by who lives there? Granin. Yes, if Granin saw, she would throw a fit. So glad that was cleaned up before then. But yes, I mean, protocol would means that I keep you all in this cell until we find exactly what is going on, what is happening. But as looks at your persons and the bloodstains, I'm sure that my lieutenant had a bit of not an overreaction. You know, it is good to know that he cares about the safety, but I think your time in this cell is over. Unless you all wish to join me to figure out what this one knows.
Elspeth, you said that they wanted to steal something from us.
That seemed
But-
to be the impression we got.
When I got to the window, they were already like partway down the alleyway.
One of them knocked over. Renna, you said you heard them. They knocked over some barrels, made noise.
Yes.
I think they were trying to retreat to make sure
They
no
were-
one woke up, which
Mhm.
unfortunately I did.
They were definitely. I heard them speaking in Undercommon, saying that they were after something in our room. They were going to. All they needed to do was get in, grab it, and get out. But obviously they didn't, because Elspeth awoke. So she's a hero. Is what I'm saying.
That's perhaps a bit strong. I rather thought I was overreacting after that nightmare I had, but
And you're sure the barrels were outside our room? Because when I leapt out the window, they weren't there.
well, they weren't
Where-
there because
where
they'd
were
been
they?
knocked over.
Well, I mean, they were there, but you didn't
Missed.
collide into them.
Yeah, you just didn't realize while you were tripping over yourself on the way out that they were.
So they were trying to break into our room.
You do not know.
Oh,
Because you said that there's somebody important that lives right there. Maybe they were trying to break into there.
Either
Oh.
way, if they
Oh
were
no,
trying...
Grennan is not important, but she is very vocal.
Ah, like Sister Marguerite. Sorry.
I'm unfamiliar with them.
You wouldn't have met her. It's all right. Either way, if they were trying to break in somewhere, perhaps our actions weren't entirely unfounded, even if it wasn't meant at us. I do know that I have some items in my bag that I would like to make sure that nobody else touches. And
Are you sure?
I'm very sure, Donovan.
We could just hand them over to the Durgar.
Donovan, go to sleep.
and you cast. No, it's good.
Cast sleep. Well, we can all just go around in circles about what they were actually doing, or we can ask this one
Yeah.
ourselves.
Seems like an
Zara
excellent.
will just kick him with her foot.
Just say,
we got
Azar, please, welcome up.
And then starts to like back up and realize they're completely in a jail cell in grows up into size, and you all just kind of squished up.
I'll punch him 3 times.
Punch away 3 times.
Now I'm trying to knock him out again.
Okay.
That's a 17.
17 hits.
That's a 23.
Hits.
And no, that's a 14. That should miss.
Yeah, so you find beneath the armor, just poof, poof, and one of the hits, he just moves a little bit, and you hit him in the quad, but not effectively. But you get 2 hits in.
Oh, that's a 4. That's a 3. So that's 13. So
You buckle him down, and he's on one knee. He's like, yeah.
All right. Could we all just maybe calm down? Just everybody take a deep breath.
A fist comes towards your face, Elspeth.
God damn it.
Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
Okay, if a fist is coming at Elspeth immediately after whatever this is, Renner is going to summon his trident from whatever it is and stab this guy in the eye. Sorry, but continue whatever you're doing.
How many damage does this do? This might be enough to drop me. How good of a hit is this?
That's true.
Well, you've gotten your long rest, so.
Oh, since we were in the prison?
Yes. Everybody's gotten
Okay.
a long rest.
Thank God, because I was gonna say if I didn't get any,
So,
if I didn't get
It's
any,
only-
The fist comes in and
doesn't have a
clocks
weapon,
you
so.
for 7 damage.
Great.
Boom! Massive fish just.
Yeah, it's a
clocked
good thing
you.
I got that long rest. That almost would have taken me out.
Renner, you see that, and you're pressed up against the bar. You stick your arm out, and boom!
Imja,
Like-
perhaps we could get a little help here.
In the eye.
Oh, right. And then they see the trident fly, and it's like, what the? And you stab the. Do an attack, Renner.
Yeah. Natural 20.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right. 8, 1, 9 plus or whatever my thing is. I don't know where it is. Wait, it's double damage?
You rolled 2 dice, right?
I did, yeah.
So the
There's
8,
9
1, that's
plus
9,
4.
plus 1,
so
13.
13.
You stab into them. There's like you get them right in between the ribs, and
I was aiming for his eyeball. I wanted to get his eye. Oh, I guess I can't if I'm that close to him. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
but you're able to get into the ribs, and you just see it begin to shrink onto your trident. Oh,
I-
right.
Could I just bonus heal him real quick before he dies?
Yeah.
We need to talk to him.
Was he
could,
dying?
Yes, he's dead.
Oh! I meant a non-lethal trident.
A non-lethal stab in the eye.
Yeah, you look not, yeah.
That's what I meant.
You stab him and he dies, but then Azar hops in with a. He's
Like heal with one hand and hammer fist to the back of the head with the other. Just knock him out.
It's so chaotic.
Yeah, we'll just say he's knocked out once more.
Elspeth stands in the
Indra's
corner of the
just-
cell with her like holding the bloody nose, like, all right, so maybe we do
Donovan's-
have a tendency to
Donovan
overreact
is just-
slightly.
It's like no stabbing, please.
You
Oh,
punched him.
I was trying to knock him out again, not kill him.
All I saw was a fist heading right towards Elspeth's face, and no one does that in our group. To our group. That's
Actually,
why.
everyone pretty much does that to our group at this
Well-
point. So
But we need to talk to him. So let's try not to kill the guy we're trying to talk to. It's rude.
yes. Let's.
You know what? And as Renner pulls around his trident, he accidentally smacks Elspeth in the face. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I think,
it's
I
like,
mean, Elspeth is going full soccer mom at this point. She's just gonna walk over and hold out her hand for the trident. Just like,
You turn on and off your light. No, what are you doing?
just,
Kind of-
just. You stop. You stop. Everybody stop. Put your things down on the ground.
Cling, cling, cling.
Terribly sorry about that.
You all are a very interesting group.
We've been told.
Let's get this one in the chair, and then we'll figure out exactly what is going on.
Wonderful.
Don't forget he can turn invisible.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
he does have a tendency to do that.
Good to know. I'm going to unlock the door now. No one's going to.
Oh no, we're all going to stand right here until you tell us it's all right for us to move.
Okay. Does a whistle. Couple other guards come down. Yes, if you could just grab that one there, and the trident isn't going to start flying again, is it? No. Okay. The two walk in, grab the Durgar, and start to drag him away from the stairs in which the guards came. Would you like to get some answers along with us?
Certainly, breakfast would be appreciated as well.
We will grab breakfast after our interrogation. Sometimes, depending on the stomach, it can be less than agreeable.
Do you mind particularly if I just gather all of my things from that bag over there first? I just wanted to get them contained. That's all.
Sure. Go ahead.
Gonna scurry over and shove all of my 600 notebooks and the lovely cursed items back into the bag. No! Not today!
But yeah, you all follow Imdra?
Is my rapier and bow
They are
available, or
not
is that
there.
okay? All right, yeah, don't need them quite yet.
Imdra begins to walk and looks over at you, and it's like, I'm assuming it's going to follow you either way. I assume the Triton, or the Trident is going to follow you either way.
I can leave it here if you would like, if it makes you feel more comfortable.
If it can stay here, that would be appreciated.
Yes, I'll leave it here. And
Okay.
then I'll look to Elspeth like,
Yeah, she nods like, yes, good.
So you begin to get taken down to the rows of jail cells, which as you walk by, they are empty.
Mother. No, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Until the last one where it's more, instead of bars, it is completely metal. Imdra unlocks it, opens the door, points for the two to take in the Durgar, who is then strapped into a seat just there. Leather straps bound, hardwood underneath. And you look inside and it is lit by a singular torch off to the right. Otherwise, it is a very bare room. Strangely, very clean smelling. Not like
Like that.
Lysol or anything, but it just smells clean. Well, shall we begin asking questions?
Certainly. You have a bucket of water.
And a cup.
Oh,
Gerald, can you get buckets? Gerald leaves, comes back in about a couple minutes with a bucket of water.
just gonna get some water in here.
oh.
Yeah.
What?
And can I get a cup, please? Just a cup.
Gerald, could you bring cups for everybody? Gerald leaves, comes back with some cups. Here's a cup. Here, have a cup. Would you like a cup? Okay. Cool.
I mean, yes, I thought, what is... Okay.
I will take a cup of water, and I don't know if you've ever smelled poisonous plants, but they have a specific bite to them, and I want to make this taste like something very bitter and most certainly poisonous.
Okay. Very astringent. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. So you do that.
I'll just wait for him to wake up.
I'm gonna sit in the corner because I'm like, I think you guys can figure this out. I'm just sipping.
James, can we all fit in the room, including Amoa? Or is this like...
It's got enough room.
Oh, it does? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
It's the size of a jail cell, but fully contained. All right. Well, I mean, we still have half a bucket here. Grabs it. It tries to like clap the hands together, but spits at you, and Renner, you understand, it's like, fuck you, let me go.
I don't think I
would
need
like
to
to
translate
take-
what he just said.
I would like to take one of my arrows, and as he's speaking, I just want to put the shaft across his mouth so he can't close it, and start pouring this liquid into his
Do
mouth.
we have
Oh.
arrows though? I don't know if we have our
Oh
weapons.
yeah, you don't have an arrow.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take anything. Doesn't matter. I'll use my hand to just hold his mouth open. I don't care.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Okay.
Elspeth was-
Now when I don't need it, I roll high. That's the 18.
18, you squeeze onto their cheeks with, and then you start to guzzle it down, and he's like,
Now, answer our questions, or you will die very unpleasantly.
roll an intimidation check at advantage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Terribly intimidating. What we have here. 1. Oh, the first one's a 16. The second one is not as high. 16.
16. You see their eyes go wide, and they begin to speak in Undercommon, where they're like, I'm fuck. And the only one who understands this is Renner.
Elspeth would like to kind of turn and in Dwarvish just say, we did try to give you the benefit of the doubt last night. Perhaps we could just have a bit of a dialogue before my friend gets antsy again.
Answers in Dwarvish. What do you want to know?
What were you trying to steal last night?
We were going to get into the town hall and take a bit of. We heard there was a sculpture made of Chardolin that we were going to take.
And I'll
Sorry, do you
say to
mind-
Indra, they were trying to steal from the town hall a sculpture.
I mean, do you know common creature? Do you understand common, the common tongue?
And you're saying this in Undercommon or Common?
Common. I want everyone to be able to hear.
Mhm.
Renner's just getting frustrated that he keeps switching back and forth, and he's like, "Dude, just like, come on!" Like,
You ask in Common, and in very broken, it's I do not.
go back to Dwarvish. It's fine. We'll learn later what it is. I don't, or undercommon, whatever. Just sorry. Continue.
So you were trying to steal a sculpture made of Chardolin from the town hall.
Yes, we heard that there was a large piece of it here, and we are going to take it.
Why?
At this point, you just see the Durgar kind of sink into the chair. If I tell you, he's going to kill me.
The one who got away last night. Your spellcaster?
Worse.
Who?
You instantly see the face of regret of saying too much, of like, no one in particular.
The gods do not look kindly on liars when they reach the waiting room of death.
The gods have abandoned us. Doesn't matter.
What's Chardolin?
Yes, that's the only word I understand as well, Donovan. So
Yeah, is that like
sounds like a place.
So
for a
in
thing.
Dwarvish, Donovan from back there just goes, "What's Chardolin?"
Oh, what? Does ever? All right. Now Renner's getting even more frustrated. He's the only one that doesn't understand what's going on.
Renner,
Oh,
don't worry.
and-
We'll teach each other.
Right, fine.
Azar
okay.
will be telling Imdra what's going on if she doesn't understand Dwarvish. I don't know.
What is Indra? Indra's a half elf, or
I believe Imdra's a half elf.
I don't think I've actually described Indra yet to y'all. Yes, they are a half elf. But yeah, as you stand there, you realize that Indra has always had cold weather clothing on, and they take off this hat, and you see blonde hair done into like a fish braid that just kind of flops out into the back, and pointed there are a couple slightly pointed ears, very similar to Elspeth and Donovan, and green eyes, a bit of freckles on the front, about in her mid-30s. Or looks like mid-30s. As
So she's
far as
104. Got it.
Does she speak Dwarvish?
She does.
Oh, thank God.
But has just been kind of smiling and nodding and understanding. When it goes to Undercommon, it seems like Renner's the only one who does speak it and kind of looks over. But whenever that switch is happening, I'm assuming Renner tells.
He didn't say anything. This creature didn't say anything really in Undercommon besides cursing, and then that's when he just said, "I don't need to translate." I'm assuming you understand what he's saying.
Renner
But
doesn't
yes,
speak Dwarvish?
No, he does not. So he's just sitting there, and he heard the word, and then when Donovan, he thought he was like laying back with Donovan, but then when Donovan's like, "What is the end Dwarvish? What is the what is it, Charvan or whatever?"
Chardolin.
Chardolin. Yeah, and then he's like, "That's right. Wait, what?" He'll just give up.
at which point, perking up to the what's the Chardolin, trying to like look over but can't exactly look towards you, Donovan, but looks to the side. It will be our liberation. It will be what we need to live once more on the surface.
Why can't you live here now?
Well, we can live here now, but there are people here that do not take kindly to our folk. So,
Well, I was fine with you till you tried to steal my goats. That wasn't very nice.
It's not what he's talking about, Azar. It's not quite the problem.
looks over at you, Elspeth. Spits in your general direction.
Very well. I tried to be nice.
Did you say that in Dwarvish?
Probably.
Damn it. Okay.
I mean, you definitely got like the flinch and sort of the implication of
sure.
the term.
If I see a spit
yeah.
and then you say something right back, I'm gonna assume, and in the tone you just did, I'm gonna assume something's about to go down.
So where did this? Where did your spellcaster friend run off to?
Probably they're back home or to his brother.
Where might that be?
The brother's to the north. Also looking for Chardolin.
Elspeth would like to reach into her bag and pull out the chunk of metal that she recovered out in the forest.
Yeah.
And just like hold it up.
Looks at it, looks at you.
Recognize it?
No.
Very well. We can deal with that later.
Can I insight that?
Mhm.
I rolled anyway before you even said I could. So sorry. 15.
Seems like he's telling the truth.
Doesn't know what that is. In common, I tell Renner he doesn't know what the metal is.
That's what you've been saying this whole time. What the metal is.
And so in comment I'll be like he says something about the he can be free. They need the Charlatan to live on the surface. I don't know
On
what
the
that means.
surface. Renner's going to ask in Undercommon because now he feels egotistical. He's going to be like, do you come from under the sea?
No. Don't come from under the sea. I'm a dwarf. What have you been doing under the water?
Yeah, this is why I don't like your kind.
That's why your kind is stupid.
You know what? Your kind is even stupider. Where the hell is Death?
I don't know. He's the one who ran away.
Where does he usually go to?
Well, Oh, you don't understand Dwarvish now, do you?
Oh, I see what you're about to do, whatever.
Switches over to Dwarvish. That one is fucking stupid.
That one is going to probably kill you if you try something like what you tried to me again. So why don't you be nice and we'll just have a polite conversation. So, your friend's brother is up north and home is below, I assume, yes?
Yes, it is below.
Right. So, help
Sorry?
us help you. Please, Donovan.
Well, I was just wondering how Charlatan helps you live on the surface. It doesn't make any sense. Is it a rock? Do you like put it over your eyes and then you can see?
What the great Sunblight is going to be doing is going to use that Charlatan to raise 10 towns to the ground. And at that point, that's where we can live.
The Sunblight?
Is that what's making everything dark?
Azar?
It's Sunblight. Is that who is that?
And have I
Sunblight.
heard of this?
Ooh,
Sorry, you knew I was going to ask.
Sunblight, disadvantage history.
Okay. 7.
Doesn't quite register.
Okay.
Sunblight will be the one to rule over all.
Okay, your boss. Oh, thank you. See, you're being very cooperative. I'll even give you the antidote.
Oh, yes, we should have mentioned there's a timer here. So the more you can tell us, the faster, the better.
Yeah, once the diarrhea starts, you won't really like that.
Donovan just goes pure white in the corner.
Elspeth does exactly what I'm doing and tries really hard to hide her laugh.
Doesn't register why you're laughing.
Solid.
I said too much. If you're gonna kill me, do it now.
Oh, no. I think we'll let you go and let your friends take care of you.
Wait, you're gonna let me go.
We are. Imdra.
I have no reason to keep you here.
I mean, you stole our goats, what, yesterday? That means that you're living in town. So where is your base of operations in town?
Amoa said they were on the docks, remember?
And you see the Durgar's no, on the docks. No, it's
definitely on the docks.
There is a shack on the southern side of town. That's where we're at.
Oh, the southern side of town. Shack. Big shack, little shack.
It's a small
What color
shack.
is the door?
The color of the door is brown, like all the other buildings.
Oh, the door. was brown. Interesting, because the shack that I saw in the southern end of town had a black door. Wasn't that right, Donovan?
Oh, yes, it would look suspicious.
Yes.
Definitely would look suspicious.
Yeah, well, that's where it is.
All right.
Right, so
Docks it is.
docks
Good.
it is.
Imdra,
Well, that is news to me. How are you going to raise 10 towns to the ground with the Chartelin? It will come from the sky, and it will burn you, surface dwellers, to the ground. Well, I am good on information for now. Is there anything else you all need from this one?
no.
Well, I believe we are going to have a bit more, bit longer of a conversation. But if you all want to check out said docs, you may.
Azar will take some more of that water and out of sight. Use prestidigitation to make it taste extremely salty and extremely spicy. Go to the dwarf, says, "You'll want to drink this, otherwise you don't want that to happen to you when you're in the chair. Here, drink."
And tries to lunge at the cup with their mouth while being restrained.
Yeah, I'll pour it in his mouth. Now remember, be nice, or next time you don't get the antidote.
Just kind of looks down dejected.
All right. Ducks.
You've suddenly learned uncommon.
All right.
It's so contagious. Let's head to the
All
docks
right,
then.
ducks.
I'm trying to sneak in and already hey, you in there, fellow dwarf?
I
Hello,
don't
fellow
think
dwarf.
you're going to pass as a dwarf, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. All right. Imdra, unless you need anything further from us, I suppose we can get out of your hair and perhaps meet up with you later in case there's more that we need to discuss.
Well, certainly. We can meet up later at another time, perhaps.
Yes, that'd be lovely.
Well, yeah, and then once we're out, is she gonna walk us out, get us our weapons and stuff?
Oh, yes. How often can they become big and invisible and stuff? Do you know?
Can I roll to see if I would know that information? Because I know a little bit about Durgar because we did that last time.
I guess arcane in the sense.
Arcana. I can do Arcana. I think I'm good at Arcana. 18.
18. It's an intrinsic ability of theirs, very similar to what some drow have. And usually that is once a day, or if they've given their body time to rest.
Yeah. Then I would just say, I think it's sort of like my lights. It just once a day or once a nap. It varies, but
Never let him sleep.
He has already used it once today, so you might do all right. Don't know about the invisibility. Although maybe don't let them touch their hands. They seem to do a lot of clapping and then things happen. So
good to know. Jared and Keith here will watch and make sure Maxine also comes down. Watch the door. At which point Imdra begins to escort you all.
I'm assuming you guys have been speaking Dwarvish this whole time, so when people start to head towards the door, I'll be like, "Oh, looks like we're done here."
Yeah, sorry about that. We're just going to. Apologies.
Reiner's gonna look at the creature, and then ask him his name in Undercommon.
My name is Orslin.
Orslin. Wonderful. Now look, he's saying this in Undercommon. Now look here, Orslin. May you continue to smell like the shit that you are, you air breather. And he's gonna kind of like, not acidic spit, but he's gonna spit in his general direction too. And Undercommon be like, enjoy your time in prison. And then walk out with the rest of the group. He doesn't like him. Reiner doesn't like him.
And Orslin just scowls at you as you leave, and you watch as the door closes. Well, that was unpleasant. A lot. Big spitter. That is.
I didn't recall that being a trait, but maybe it's just a personality thing.
Who knows? But yes, your equipment and all that. You may gather it as you may, and I will show you where we've stored your other stuff. And did you happen to find anything out about the fisherman?
Oh, yes. We did find the boat beached along map point.
Yes, their boat was by a cave with a sea hag inside.
Yes.
Sea hag was eating them, unfortunately. Their boat is still... We brought the boat back.
We attempted to bring the boat back. Did it make it in one piece? Oh, God, we have to find Ron. I think we owe him money for the boat damage after the other thing attacked.
It's the morning. Like whooshing back, like we promised we'd have it back by morning so he could go get fish.
Only eat in the morning.
Anyway, there may still be things back in the cave. We were able to kill the hag, but there was another monster that we were not quite able to deal with.
Giant skeleton in the cave was where the special giant baths,
where the frost giants used to go to sacrifice themselves.
Oh,
if you're familiar with that.
Yes.
Not quite, but I'm sure there is
the lovely
some scholarly material in the libraries above.
Yes.
Oh, you have libraries here. Sorry, the young cleric fellow who helped us at the chapel can tell you all about it. I didn't know you had a library here.
Do you like libraries?
I love libraries.
Well, perhaps the next time you come around, we could have a conversation in the library.
Yes, that would be... Sorry, we need to go deal with boats, but yes, we could, perhaps we could do libraries next time we come through.
It's now Belle and Lumiere talking. That's why I was laughing so hard. It's just like, I love libraries. Oh, but of course.
Yes, and you just kind of see Indra a little shaken, but yes, your items, we will get that to you, and just thank you very much for finding out about the fisherman. That is unfortunate, but you have dealt with the problem as you all are very capable, it seems.
The three harpies, too, along the way are no longer as well.
Clearing up the East Haven area for all around. Appreciate that. Besides your stuff,
this darkness, though, is taking its toll on the wildlife. The wolves that we fought earlier were skinny. The harpies were skinny. The skeleton had just bones. He was all bones.
That's how skeletons work, Donovan. Are you not familiar with... Never mind.
Well, it is taking a toll on all of us, and hopefully someone somewhere is able to figure out a way to make it abate, get us back into springtime. But you helped me. You've helped East Haven quite a bit. Allow me to give something in thanks. How does that sound?
Yes.
Of course.
Come. And Indra leads you up the stairs and leads you up a second pair of stairs from the basement to the first floor. And now you're on the second floor. And it's wooden, nice
sturdy building. It's not flashy in any way. It serves its purpose. Not clinical, but lodge-esque, but for work. And you come up to the second floor, and you're able to see down into the first floor. The second floor, kind of like doing like a U bend around, and they lead you into a side office on the top right side. At which point you see all your stuff kind of laid out there on a table. These are all yours. Take it, Zura.
Yes, thank you.
You re-equip. They lead you into another room real quick, and you can tell this is more of an office space. Desk, quill, ink, and very, not Spartan, but clean, kept tidy. Well, let's see here. And you can see on the desk, aside from that, the one glaring thing that kind of stands out is a slightly singed, but large gray hat with a red band around the cap area. Kind of points out stereotypical wizard hat, if to give it a dimension there. Indra goes below their desk and she pulls out a two things. She's like, well, this was on the wizard, and kind of pats the singed hat on the table. This one seems to be a spell scroll, and this one is it's a bag. It's gray. It's got little puff balls in there. Would you like either of them?
Could I just take a quick look?
Yes.
Certainly, and I would like to examine the items and see if I can identify them in some capacity.
Yes, roll an Arcana check.
Thank you. One for both, or one for each of them, or individual ones for each of them?
Individuals for each. First one for the scroll, second one for the bag.
Okay. For the scroll was a math 21, and for the bag was an 11.
11. So the scroll, you're able to look at it and, huh?
What would you? We have some inspiration.
Yeah.
You want me to reroll or to add to that second one?
Yeah, D6
Yeah.
to that.
D6. Let's make that 11 a 12. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, good.
All right. So, you look at the scroll, and even though your nature with magic is of the divine, you're looking at it and you're able to see some similar motifs in there, in which it is a scroll of fireball.
Cool. I was gonna say I do speak Infernal, if that helps. Of all the languages I speak, just not the one I should. Cool. Scroll of Fireball.
And the second one, you've heard of things like it. It's a bag with little puff balls within it, and you think it's like a, what is it? A bag of picks, bag of.
Is it gray by any chance?
This one is a gray bag.
Of puff balls.
Yes, but little puff balls within.
You know, I've heard stories back in Waterdeep. There were stories going around of a fighter. Weird guy had a gem stuck into his forehead. He could throw animals from a bag.
Oh, yes, I think my father told me a story about that once. I thought he made it up.
How many puffs are in the bag, Elspeth?
There are.
No, let's let Elspeth answer. 72. Good.
How many? I'm good at math.
Multitude of puffs.
Great. Several. Looks
Yes.
like, well, I mean, if you don't have any other need for them, Imtra, we'd certainly be happy to take them. We have depleted a great deal of our resources of late and haven't really gotten anything back. So
I know the librarian wanted to take a look at both objects, but I feel like I can at least give you one.
Well, I mean, I know what the scroll is, though I don't know how good I am at using it. It's not my particular kind of magic. Any thoughts?
Take the bag of puffballs.
Yes, I think the bag. That hat is garish.
Oh, the hat is to my knowledge inert. It is simply a aesthetic choice that the wizard decided to wear.
That was an aesthetic choice. Wizards, right?
I think the bag if the legends are true, I think the bag will be quite useful.
I'm sure I can do some more research before we do anything with it. So certainly, I will take the bag.
All right.
And
Right.
there was no spell book from the wizard, was there? Or are you still examining?
We did not find the spell book. No, we found a book of poetry on him.
Oh gods! All right.
Yeah. It was some interesting words there, but it is being kept in the library at the moment. But yes, not the most articulate fellow. Tried to rhyme snow with. I mean, blow does work, but it was just a very crass poem.
Yes. You know, in some languages, they have about 97 different words for snow.
I've heard. Perhaps you could tell me a few of them when you return.
I'll see what I can do.
Well,
Right,
am
we
going
should
to.
go.
We can leave. We can.
Renner wanted to look at when they're having their moment. Renner's gonna kind of look at Donovan and just be like,
But the fire and the breakfast is at the end. I am famished, and that water did not do it.
Oh,
Yes.
should we go? We should probably go.
We can go if you want to stay
Yeah.
here for a moment, Elspeth, and explore the library with your friend.
Elspeth has no idea what's going on, so she's just like, "What? Why would I stay? I'm so confused."
I have an interrogation to continue through.
Yes, of course.
But yes, please, whenever you have the opportunity.
Yes. We all look forward to it. And if we can ever be of service again, hopefully we'll be able to assist.
One other thing before we leave, we saw something like in the sky, and then there was like an aurora borealis type thing, weird lighting. What was that?
That is the cause of our eternal night.
Lights in the sky make it cold and dark.
Not the lights. No, it is the being that.
That was her.
Yes, that is.
Oh.
Do you mean that the Frostmaiden is real and is
Very real.
Do you know where they reside?
No, unfortunately, it seems they cross across the sky in varying patterns. At times, it feels like they may be going for a joyride upon their steed, and other times they are just painting the sky in further black.
Oh, maybe the priest's dad knows.
yeah, it's probably something we should consider.
Yes, I'd certainly like to talk to someone about that.
Breakfast.
Yes. If you all want to breakfast, I will close our account with Ron at some point because I do feel
Send Ron's first, and then get some-
maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
I feel as if we should bring him some fish as a peace offering.
If you guys are all heading, Elspeth is gonna hold back ever so slightly
Yeah,
because she wants to ask him through another question, but she's like, they seem really eager about breakfast. So
And as
Come on,
the,
don't. Let's
Oh.
go.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Omo just appears out of nowhere. Omo joins you.
where have you been all night?
Oh, I was in the
Yeah.
chair with you. But yeah, as the rest leave and you're just standing there, Imdra at her desk, she kind of just straightens up, perks up a bit.
I'm sorry, I know you're very busy, but the Chardalin, the Durgar was talking about, what do you know what he was referring to? Is that something that's actually here? What is it?
So in another part of the basement, we were holding a ship figurehead, you know, at the
Yes, of course.
yes, the ones at the front. A few adventurers came by a few months ago, used the magic to take it out of the lock. They found it there and decided to lift it up. Once that happens, they brought it over. They were asking if they could sell it, if we would buy it, but we knew that it was Chardalin. And it had a very tainted presence about it.
Of course. It felt like perhaps it might be, I hate to keep throwing this word around, but cursed? Or
Well, the thing with Chardalin, based on my knowledge, you seem to be much more well-read than I, so correct me if I'm wrong. It is a substance that is it can absorb things well, like absorb things in the magical sense very well.
oh, yes, of course.
Yes, so if it becomes, I don't know, I guess evil magic, it becomes tainted, and it's just the sense you get off of it. It's not something you wish to touch.
Right.
We did have one scribe who was a little bit overzealous, touched it, and for a while there was a little all over the place with their mind.
What became of him? Did he recover?
Yes, we took him to at first some doctors, and they were unable to figure it out. But the House of Lathander, the Dawnbringer,
yes.
father of Erevaler, was able to help clear it out.
I see. And this item is still here in the basement.
Yes, we do not know what exactly to do with it. No one wishes to buy it. I mean, it's well crafted. It is a pretty sculpture. Foreboding, but pretty.
Quite. I think perhaps you should look into cleansing that, and perhaps you should wait until the father returns.
It is a large piece. I would say that it is not some. It is not a tiny trinket.
No, I imagine it must be if it came off of a full-sized ship. Well, right. Well, thank you.
Certainly.
I should go find the rest of the party.
For sure. Oh, and looks over to Azar, who's been sitting in the corner. Well, you found one there.
Oh, Azar, I didn't realize you were still here.
Oh, I didn't want to be rude. So, library or breakfast?
We can go to the library at some other time. You have your breakfast.
Yes, we'll stop by another time.
Certainly.
Have a good day.
You as well.
So much awkward, and Elspeth will leave.
Elspeth
Going down the
leaves.
stairs, Azar's like, she's cute, right?
Sorry, what?
Oh, are you asking Imdra or Elspeth?
Elspeth, as we're going down the stairs, walking away.
I mean, she's very elegant. Most half elves are, especially probably wood elf, sun elf, or something with the freckles. A lot of sun elves have the freckles. It's very Where did the boys say they were going?
Yeah. Oh, they're hungry. Come on.
Right. Breakfast.
All
We'll
right.
go meet up with the rest of the group.
Yeah. Did you three just kind of nonchalantly walk to wait to be caught up, or do you guys go for breakfast?
No, we're going to Ron's. We need to go to Ron's. To
Oh,
fix the
Ron's.
boat
Oh,
situation.
Okay. So Renner, you lead Donovan and Amoa to Ron. And the boat is there. You do see that someone's been doing some work on some of the scrapes. And you just see a lone figure sitting at the edge of the dock.
Is it Ron?
Back is to you.
Ron. Yeah.
The figure
Ron.
kind of just looks down a bit and looks over to you, and you just see tears coming down Ron's face.
So, Renner's a little confused at why this is happening, not understanding. So he's going to turn to, why is he crying? Why? I don't understand. Is there an attachment to?
Well, did we bring both boats back?
No, we left the other one when we were being attacked. We just got
Yeah.
the giant vultures to swoop us to shore really quickly and find us things. And no, we left the rowboat out there, but that was from the other.
yeah, we left the
Search
bunch of
party.
knuckleheads
Yeah.
Boat behind.
Mhm.
We only brought
Just to
Ron
bring back. Ron. And so I guess he'll just approach if he doesn't get an answer from
Yeah.
Donovan or Amoa. Would Amoa know? Amoa wouldn't know either,
Mm-mm.
right?
I mean, I just go. We can pay him for the boat. Let him know we can pay him for the boat.
Right. How much do we have on a person?
I've got a little bit, tiny bit.
All right. Well, how much is a boat? How much does a boat cost?
Well, let's see what's wrong with
Elspeth,
him.
where's Elspeth? Oh, right. Her
Let's
lady
see what's
friend.
wrong with him.
All right. Ron, and then he'll just walk up to him and he'll
Mhm.
like, "Why are you crying? What?"
And at which point Ron kind of looks out over the lock. I built that boat when she left.
What? I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I built that boat when she left.
And she's back.
Who?
No.
Oh,
We-
not she as in the boat. Someone in your life left.
Yes.
We're terribly sorry to have damaged the boat. We will pay for the repairs, but I understand the sentimental value. We were attacked by these horrible creatures. Your boat did well. It saved our lives by not falling into the lake.
Yes, she was a very good boat. She's very sturdy and very stole-worthy. Very
If not for this boat, we surely would have died.
yes.
Yes. I built her that way. She is strong. It just hurts when I see her in pain.
What really was done to the boat? Like what kind of damage? 'Cause
At
I
one
don't remember
point,
there
one of the
being
ice
much-
flows kind of came in contact, not super fast, but left a good mark as it kind of made contact and then slipped past.
But it's not like super. Like it was still. I mean, it got.
Oh,
back
it's still
on its-
serviceable, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, then Renner doesn't get it. I mean, it's
It's got character
still
now.
functioning. It's all. I'm not following. I do
Did you ever
apologize.
introduce your name, Renner?
No, we did. I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah, Renner and Elspeth
was-
introduced themselves. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're the ones
it
who
was
got
very
the boat,
brief.
right?
I think it was after the fact. They were like, "Where's?" Or Elspeth was like, "I'm sorry, I'm Elspeth. This is Renner."
Yeah.
Which we tend to do in this party a lot.
At which point Ron just kind of looks to you. Renner, have you ever lost somebody?
Maybe.
Have you ever cared for somebody?
His line of questioning is going to definitely affect Renner, but he's not gonna.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
When you see that person you care about get hurt, how do you feel?
well, maybe that person shouldn't have been put themselves in harm's way in the first place.
Mm. And if you had the ability to ensure that they were not to be in that place, but due to your own negligence, they ended up being so, would it
Well,
not be on you?
No, I would never put. I see your point, sir.
She, the boat, is what I have left of her. So when I see her hurt, it's like watching her in pain.
Let me ask you, sir, is this relationship still salvageable?
Looks up to the sky. She is long gone.
I will be blunt, sir. I don't understand many things that you land dwellers do. I don't understand the connection that you have with things and with words and with all this. But I do know this. If someone has passed on, from what I understand, they are always with you. Always. As is underwater, as is on the land, and as is in the air. Everything comes together. I don't know if that's any solace to you or not, but I do know that if the relationship is not salvageable, this vessel is, and is salvageable currently, and is also a representation of what you have felt for this person. So I'm, again, trying to understand and comprehend all of the inner workings, but what I do know is that this person is literally always with you. Am I making sense?
You are. Kind of does a little sniffle.
Right.
Sees
And
a
as
little
we
bit
know,
of-
as we know, the current goes where it goes. So this was destined to happen.
Yes. It's I understand it just can be a little, it's a little sometimes catches me off guard.
Right. No, understandable. I was going to kind of look back at Donovan and be like,
You just look at Donovan and he's just like, uh-huh, uh-huh, yep. And then,
what's going on? And it's like,
Yes.
what is this?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be over here.
Right. But I do feel awful that you were not able to go fishing this morning, because I do understand how much it is to go fishing. Can we compensate in any way by means of fish, by means of money, by means of...
I mean, if you could help assist with repairs in a monetary fashion, unless you know how to work boats.
Well, I thought I did until we got on the boat. I would be at first to admit it. Is Elspeth arrived by this point? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Donovan.
How much in damage do I think we did?
You look at it, could toss about 10 gold.
All right, I'll do that. I'll pull 10 gold out and hand it over.
Mm-hmm. You hand it over.
Good.
Thank you.
Oh. Is that sufficient?
Thank you
Yes.
for letting us use your boat. It helped.
Certainly. Well, I'm glad she was able to be there for you in your time of need.
Yes. Runner, breakfast is on you.
Well, sure. Why not? Takes gold and throws it. I'm just kidding. Here you are.
Well, I appreciate the talk, and I appreciate the extension.
If you are, while the fishing might not be out there, the knucklehead boat is on the lake, not too far, maybe a half an hour away,
Okay.
unless the currents have moved it. But perhaps you could go and fetch that. The harpies in the area have been cleared.
Well, the 10 gold I asked for will help with repairs and keep me going for the time that it is being repaired for. So thank you.
Well, Ron, can we buy you breakfast? Would you like breakfast with us? We're just waiting for Elspeth and Nazar to arrive, and then we can go get breakfast up the street somewhere.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Elspeth and Azar, did you head straight to the White Lady Inn, or do you know to go to Ron?
I recall the boys saying they were hungry, so I would have headed there.
Elspeth would have tried to part from you then and would have been like, no, we have to go talk to Ron. So Elspeth would have headed toward Ron.
Oh, okay.
We're always almost splitting apart.
When are we all on the same page? Never.
Well, also because Elspeth is assuming that the boys went straight to breakfast, and she's like, we need to go deal with Ron before we sit down.
So, you for Donovan, Renner, Amoa, and Ron begin to leave. You guys cut in through the building. At that time, Elspeth, you come out to the dock area, and you see that Ron's boat is slightly damaged, but you do not see Ron.
Oh, curious. Well, guess we'll come back later then.
And as you begin to walk, eventually, with all the weaving of the streets, you five begin to coalesce into a singular group.
There you are. Oh, Ron, hello. I see they found you already.
Yes, they have already compensated me and has offered to treat me to breakfast.
Wonderful. Yes, do. Let's do breakfast. That sounds...
Yes.
Are you... Donovan, are you all right? Your eyes look... do you need some Benadryl?
No, I'm... it's... I probably am not the most dexterous person at the moment, but I think another long rest will do me wonders.
Certainly, of course.
Azar will attempt very discreetly to say to Renner and point to Ron, like, has he been crying?
Yes, both him and Donovan, for some reason, was sobbing uncontrollably about 5 minutes ago. I don't understand.
What's wrong with them?
I don't know. Ron is equating the loss of his someone to the damaging of his boat for some reason, but they seem to have quelled.
He's crying over a boat?
Crying over split wood, I suppose.
Meanwhile, Elspeth is really flushed slightly darker than usual. No one can figure out why.
Well, I think we know why, Elspeth. I may not. If we're walking over that way, it's feel like Elspeth. That's something I do want to talk about as well. Yes, Elspeth. Well, I have observed many a human or a land dweller and another land dweller finding fancy with each other. It seems you may have caught the interest of one Indra.
Well, she's got very interesting intellectual pursuits that would be lovely to talk about further, so I do hope we'll get the opportunity.
Hmm.
You're giving me that look, and I'm not sure what it...
No, I just,
means.
From what I've seen and noticed, let's see, how can I put it? Have you ever seen I don't want to go into this. Actually, I'm not going now. Let's get breakfast first.
Yes, Elspeth, she likes you.
What?
Yes.
She likes you.
I've tried to be very polite because I know we can be a little bit of a... and Elspeth just spends the rest of the walk very quiet.
Oh, man.
Suddenly becomes very aware of how to walk and can't figure it out.
So as you all make your way to the White Lady Inn, you come through the door, at which point you see a couple of other guests have found their way to other tables distributed amongst, at which point, as you enter the door, you see a small little halfling turn around. It's like, oh, friends, we were waiting for you. Trust me. Come, and like they'll like come over. We were waiting. The seance. We're going to do it right now. Trust me.
The what?
Seance. We're going to
try
talk to the dead.
dead.
Right.
And
Yes. Unfortunately, my dead communication skills are flat broke without some food resources.
Can you postpone the seance perhaps maybe 30 minutes or so?
30
The dead
minutes.
are always going to be there, right? Right?
No, that's not actually how
Oh.
it works.
I honestly have no idea how it works.
Who are we trying to contact?
To White Lady.
Of
I
the
hate this
inn.
already.
Not. She was named. Or this was named after her. The story is that she was out on the loch with her love. And for some reason, he was a bit of a miser. And he had all this money on him, all out on the loch. And for some reason, either due to fate, the weather, who knows, this money tipped over and into the water. And because he was so much in love with his money, he jumped in. And the White Lady, so much in love with him, jumped in after. And we have only seen her in bits and pieces every now and then. But every now and then, we can speak with her.
So this woman has no personal connection to you. You don't.
Personally, no, but for some reason, she has just found herself in the 11 arms of Ronaldo.
How long does it take?
It depends, you know, if the
10,
spiritual
15?
energy of those who are partaking in it are of a high enough degree.
Ron,
No.
is this a thing that happens all the time here? Do you know this?
I mean, I don't come here very often. I just
Yeah.
tend to eat at home.
You know, let's
Yeah.
just go, because if it's all about spiritual energy, we should have this done in like 5 minutes, given everything we've been through of late.
We promised Ron some breakfast, so we'll eat and seance all at the same time. It'll be it's like dinner and a show.
Perfect. That sounds great. Could we get some fruit over here? Fruit and cheese plate or something, please?
You say fruit, and the innkeeper just looks at you, is like, fruit? What? There's
Sorry.
no fruit.
Fish?
We got fish.
Fish would be great.
Fish.
Stew? Do we eat stew?
We've got a bit of stew, young lady. Don't you worry.
And just
Bread,
so
stew.
much beer. So much
Ye-
beer.
It's like 8 a.m, Elspeth.
Let Elspeth drink if she wants to drink.
Okay, just 2 each. That's fine.
Yeah. Please, one of those fish raw, please.
Okay, I can do that.
And rooms for one more night.
Sure, I can do that. Let's see. All of that together. Let's see. Meal.
Get ready to throw some coin.
Let's see. That'll be.
The rooms were 5 silver each, right?
Yeah, so that'll be 8 silver for everything. So times that by 5 of you ish.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just say 45 silver. So
4.5.
4 gold and 5 silver.
Ron, have you ever stayed here? Have you ever stayed at the White Lady Inn?
No.
Elspeth will pay.
Would you care to tonight? Would you like a night away from
That sounds
The
nice.
docks.
Thank you.
what?
That sounds nice. Thank you.
Yes, well then throw in a room for Ron as well.
Okay. I mean, that was rough estimate. 4 gold and 5.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Elspeth will count out coins and just pay really quickly on the side while everybody is working out their
Mhm.
meal orders and stuff, and just be like, "I'm so sorry. We could just all of this."
Eventually it comes to you, and Ronaldo is waiting. He's just found a seat in the back row, or back where Flynn used to sit. Just kind of sits there, kind of watching.
Is there anybody else sitting at his table? Is it just him waiting for us specifically?
Just him.
What is going on? Do we remember?
I don't.
He
I
spoke.
have no idea.
He spoke to us before we left. Do you remember? He was playing a lot of music, and then he accosted myself and I think Zar as we were leaving.
That's
I had
right.
a look. He
I
doesn't.
do remember the music, and I left because it was awful, god
Yes.
awful.
I
It
can't
was
wait.
nice.
I can't wait to see how this goes because I don't think he knows what he's talking about. He didn't recognize the symbol of Kellamvor, so I'm not sure exactly what connection he has to the dead.
Sounds to me like he's
Suppose we
after
want
a
to find
treasure.
out.
Sounds like he's after the treasure of some sort.
Oh,
Yes.
heaven forbid that we find another missing treasure.
Haunted treasure,
Haunted
captured
cursed
treasure, whatever.
treasure.
If it's at the bottom of the ocean, I'll go pick it up for us.
No,
All right.
please don't touch it. That's touching is bad. We've not learned anything. Don't touch things that might be cursed.
Maybe Ronaldo wants the pearl and the wand.
We're going to put them back.
Look, I think we get this over with.
Let's
And
go to the seance.
yes,
As
Ron,
you,
well, Ron, do you want to be involved with this at all, Ron?
never had a seance before. So
Do you want to experience one?
Sure, that sounds fine.
All right. I was hoping you'd say no so I could have someone to talk to, because I don't want to be a part of this. This seems ridiculous. Renner is not going to be a part of it.
Renner's not going to.
No, he doesn't want to be a part of it. He'll get the recap later.
Okay.
He's just going to go
So-
sit and eat his raw fish somewhere.
Nom, nom, nom.
so I do kind of lean over to Renner and go. I think this. So this is very quiet whispering. I'm sure this guy is a charlatan. However, just keep an eye on us.
Absolutely. That's half of why I don't want to be involved with this. I don't trust this little bard.
All right.
And let's all go to the seance.
Let's
And the
all go to the
seance.
seance. Let's all go to the seance.
So at which point, you all begin to make your way to the back room, and Ronaldo just kind of huffs themselves out of the chair, and he's like, "All righty then, this one, I can tell, it's gonna be a good one." Leads you into the back room, and compared to the more lodge-like and warm atmosphere of the front portion, this one has, it's got a bit of spunk to it, you know? It's got colored fabric that just drapes down from the ceiling and onto the walls. There's a bunch of little pillows around. There's incense that have been burning for some time. And coming down from the ceiling are little multicolored lamps, like just the glass are like greens and reds and purples and blues. And you do see a couple other folks there who are just kind of sitting there cross-legged. They see Ronaldo entering and they're like, "All right, finally." And then Ronaldo sits in like the central position. It's still a circle, and he gestures you all out to sit.
Fine. Find a seat. Sit.
All right.
I want
And
to
you
sit
sit-
right next to him if possible.
You kind of have to like shimmy some person who was like ready to be the right hand of him. And you're like, fine. Push him over a bit. You sit down. Ronaldo notices you do that and kind of gives you a look up. Eyebrows.
Also, just gives him the dirtiest, like, please get this over with.
Very well. And you see him push back the sleeves of his robe, raise his hands, and close his eyes. "Lady who watches from the lake, come to us in our darkest hour. Tell us what you seen." And there's silence. And you watch as the candlelight begins to flicker and dim. The window right behind Ronaldo begins to frost over. And watch as each one becomes opaque and the candles go out. Ronaldo says, "Oh, I sense her. I sense her. All right, everybody, reach out to her. Let her know that her presence is welcome here in this room." At which point, Donovan, what do you do to invite the lady in?
I'm going to give in. I'm going to go all in, be like, okay, I'm part of this. However, I'm going to channel all of that energy, whatever that is, welcome and channel it towards Ronaldo, so that if it does actually try and like possess me, Ronaldo.
Elspeth, what do you do?
Elspeth reaches into the collar of her clothes and pulls out her symbol of Kelemvor and reaches into her pocket, pulls out just like her incense block, kind of sets it on the table. Doesn't light it per se, but just sort of like sets it there as an object or a channel. And then just sort of sighs and probably just quietly starts to whisper whatever sort of, prayers for the dead she would normally use. Nothing that's like a turn undead, just like a general like blessing for the dead.
Okay. The one next to you that you pushed away is like going full like arms flailing like, yes, come the white lady. And Ron is just kind of sitting there. It's like, welcome. Yeah, just come on in. And Momoa just taking it all. It's like, wow, this is cool. Yeah, sure. These all seem like really cool people, so you should come and talk to them. So I'd like everybody to roll a persuasion check.
Is anything? I was gonna say, is anything outside of the room changed? Because I will be sipping some tea.
You're sipping the. Oh wait, Azar, you were in there too, yes?
I think Azar went in.
Yeah.
What do you do
went
to
in.
welcome the white lady in?
Yeah. Azar's just sort of weirded out. She's like, hello, white lady. How are you? She has no idea what to do.
Okay.
Just be nice.
So, what did everybody roll?
21.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Persuasion.
persuasion. Yeah.
13.
13. Well, you definitely helped negate some of the low rolls I made. At which point, as you all put out those senses, the room grows a bit colder. And at which point Ronaldo says, she's here. Yes, she is open to your questions. Answer what, or ask what the lady has seen. What has she heard?
Where is the Frostmaiden hiding?
You ask that, and the room grows even colder and colder. And then one of the windows behind Ronaldo snaps and breaks, at which Ronaldo says, she does not know. She has been confined to the lock, if that helps at all. Perhaps something she has seen and heard from where she's confined nearby.
Donovan looks to Elspeth.
Where are the dwarves taking the Chardalin? The dwarf said it was north. Where?
Sorry, could you repeat that question one more time?
Where are the dwarves taking the Chardalin? We were told it was north.
Okay. At which point, you just feel the wind begin to whip in the room, sourceless, even though there's a window broken. It almost as if it does actually come in from the outside, and it whips around Ronaldo, whose eyes begin to open, and eyes have been rolled all the way back into his head as he just kind of gently floats upwards. They are headed north to Care Conning, but that is not their final destination. Oh, well, that seems to be a question the lady knows. A final question, perhaps. Looks over to you, Elspeth.
Can the figurehead in the lake be cleansed?
At that point, you hear on one of the glass as if a finger is running down it, just like. Yes. At which point, the wind just seems to suck out of the room and outwards, and then the candles all just go light back up. Oh. Well, that wasn't a waste of time now, was it? And very simple.
Elspeth just gets up and leaves the room. Just gets up and walks away.
Okay. Well,
Donovan?
thank you.
Certainly.
Donovan,
If you ever want to join another seance, let us know.
Donovan hangs back a little bit for the other party members to leave.
That's our Argoic system food.
I thought you were a charlatan. That was wrong. If you need assistance from us, let us know.
I just enjoy playing music, telling stories, and having the company of a lovely lady.
I'm gonna. I don't have much, so I'm gonna tip him a gold.
You tip them a gold. Flips it around in their fingers before they flick it back up to you. For being open-minded.
Very well.
And as you leave the multicolored room and back into the warm but slightly more drab interior of the White Lady Inn, that's where we're going to end tonight.
Do I get to eat breakfast? Do I get to eat breakfast before we
Nope,
quit?
you don't. You wanted to go. You wanted to do that seance, bro. Missed out on the breakfast.
Missing out. Renner just eating it all.
Renner ate everything, even though he doesn't like it.
But yeah.
Maybe
you all-
Amoa gets a question next time. Amoa did not get a question.
Did he go?
Oh,
away?
well, 3 questions
Ah, okay, gotcha.
per seance.
Oh, I ruined it. Okay.
Oh,
It's fine.
feel
We
bad.
can eat, we can nap, we can go to another one. Ask some more questions.
There were only 3 questions per seance, and the people in there waiting didn't get to ask a question. You guys
Shoulda
just came in
rolled
and
better.
ruined it for them. They're like, oh, finally we could start. Hey,
Oh,
they're like, wait. That's hilarious.
but yeah. Well, that was a fun little ditty of an episode. Thank you all so much for joining us. They now have a new direction in which they can head if they wish. They can go elsewhere. They can just let me know. It's good old D&D. They can do whatever the hell they want.
Waterdeep.
Go Waterdeep! Fuck this cold weather.
I've heard Chult is lovely this time of year. Just watch out for the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if there is any dinosaurs in this campaign. Who knows? But until then, thank you all so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your evening. Remember, we have Down Darker Trails coming up in about 1 hour. And yeah, we have not Waterdeep, excuse me, Dragon of Icefire Peak on Mondays. And we're going to have stuff filling out on our Tuesdays, right?
That is true. We've got things to fill, things that are happening.
Cool.
The Freelancers RPG Kickstarter is going on right now. So if you type into Kickstarter Freelancer RPG Skies over Talindia, it's a cool system with mouse people and dog people and airships and rifles.
Ooh, that's
and cannon. So that's out there now. We're going to be doing some of that as well on the channel.
cool. That sounds cool. Yeah. All right. Well, keep an eye out for that and all the other things coming to you from Quest and Chaos. But for now, we're just going to sign off by saying thank you so much for joining us. Have a safe and wonderful evening and stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you all next Saturday. Bye.